make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Ready.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Broadcast of the Our Redeemers Tournament is brought to you in part by Verendry Electric Cooperative, your local electric cooperative that provides energy-saving Marathon water heaters and other electric heating products. Give them a call and talk about how you can include boilers, spaceport heaters, and shop heaters. Contact Verendry Electric to get all the information. Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the Castle here at Our Redeemers Christian School as we bring you coverage of the third place and championship games today at the third annual Our Redeemers Boys Invitational Basketball Tournament. Glad to have you along here on this Saturday afternoon. I'm Jonas Nelson, joined today by Corey McIver. Chad Olson on camera as we bring you coverage of these final two games of the tournament. Welcome into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is your locally owned oil change headquarters. 25 years, the Lundeen family has been taking care of people through Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Really convenient. You stay in your car, Drive through, you get your oil changed in about 15 minutes or less typically, and then you're on your way. You can find Valvoline Instant Oil Change in Minot and in Bismarck. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where local actually matters. Third and final day of this tournament here that started on Monday. They played 2 quarterfinal games Monday. It was Ray over South Prairie Max, 88-71. And Williston Trinity Christian slipped by Surrey, 78-74. Tuesday, they played the other quarterfinal games. And number 3, Central McLean, wins over Tioga, 88-23. Number 1 ranked Our Redeemers got a win over Partial, 86-49 in the quarterfinal round. Yesterday, consolation play, it was South Prairie Max defeating Surrey, 62-38. And then Partial got a win over Tioga, 75-48. The semifinals that we brought you last night here on PSP Network saw the 4th ranked Ray Jays get by Williston Trinity Christian, 75-44. And then it was number 1 Our Redeemers suffering their first loss of the season as they go down to number 3 Central McLean, 57-54. So today, final day of the tournament. 2 games already complete. 7th place went to Surrey. The Mustangs defeat Tioga 61-28. Game that just finished up moments ago here at the gym saw South Prairie Max take home a consolation championship with a win over Partial, 58-46. That leaves us with 3rd place now, which features number 1 ranked Our Redeemers up against Williston Trinity Christian. And then to follow will be the championship around 6 o'clock tonight as number 3 Central McLean takes on number 4 Ray in the title game. Coming into this contest, Our Redeemers again 1-1 as their first games of the year here in the tournament. The quarterfinal win and the semifinal loss for them. The Knights come in having last year made it all the way to the state tournament and wound up taking 3rd place at state. As we head last year from this district, District 6, all 3 teams that made tournaments were in the top 3. Of course, Bishop Ryan beat West Oak Newburgh in the championship game, and then Our Redeemers came in 3rd. So Ryan, West Oak Newburgh, and Our Redeemers, those 3 teams topping the state last year. This year, the Knights, of course, again returned basically everybody. They had very little graduation. Jace Weekly was one of those that did graduate, one of the starters that graduated, but a lot of underclassmen back, a lot of talent back, and thus the media voted them number 1 in the initial poll of the season. And with the loss, most likely that will change. And the question will be kind of today with these 2 games here. What do the Knights do? How do they bounce back? How do they respond to that tough loss that they took to the Cougars last night? And then in our championship game, who's going to win that one and probably have an inside track on taking over that number 1 spot next week in the poll?
Yeah, you take a look at those polls, and you know, we know just like Our Redeemers, you know, our girls were ranked number 1 in the first preseason poll too, and suffered a loss at Carrington the first game of the year, and we were able to bounce back the next night in Kenmare. You were there doing the game, and we came out and played a much better game. And so I anticipate Coach Teeds having his boys ready to play here for this 3rd place game, and they'll be able to bounce back. I'm pretty sure they'll put together another good effort today to come back. But yeah, that championship game with Central McLean knocking off the number 1 and Ray was receiving votes. We're in store for a pretty good championship game, and you would like to think that you know, whoever wins that game, it should have a vested interest or a stake to the claim as far as being the new number 1. But we'll just have to wait and see when that new poll comes out next week. But I think we're in store for some pretty good pretty good games here, both the 3rd place and the championship game.
We take a look at that week 2 media poll there. Look at that. Brought to you by Sport Clips. And again, you see the Knights there. They had 14 first place votes. Number 1 coming into the week here. North Border Eagles had 4 first place votes, coming in number 2. Then Central McLean, and that tie for 4th between Ray and Hankinson Wilton Wing receiving votes, along with Midway, Minto, New Rockford, Cheyenne, and Mohall, Lansford, Sherwood, all receiving some votes, but not in that top 5 of the poll. And we know with results here in this tournament this week that that will probably change the poll and quite a bit there. And again, you got Central McLean and Hank and Ray there in that championship. So you would think that maybe even the winner would have an inside track on number 1 and the loser maybe number 2 in the poll.
Yeah, I would think so.
If our Redeemers can get a win here, maybe 3. But again, you got North Border in there. The Eagles, really, really good team. So we'll see what the voters think of all that, and that'll be interesting to see. We in the media, we love that. First, to talk about that stuff. Teams could care less about that stuff, and coaches could care less about all that stuff. They just go out and play games. So this is the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Thanks for tuning in here on a Saturday afternoon. Next time you need your oil change, stop in. They're located in Minot and also in Bismarck. Quick and convenient. You drive up, stay in your car, drive through, you get your oil changed and a safety check, all done in about 15 minutes or less typically, and then you are on your way. It's something that I use on my vehicles. I'd highly encourage you to do the same. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where local actually matters. Pre-game timeout. We're back to look more into this contest as we get you ready here on PSP Network.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters, unlike those guys. We take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
It's time for this week's PSP Network Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. Congratulations to this week's nominees on Big Time Games. The votes are in, and this week's Player Performance of the Week belongs to... Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. And watch for next week's Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. PSP Network, it's game day.
The Aggie Foundation is a 501c3. Our mission is to really help out the communities that allow us in for charitable gaming.
We are so thankful for Aggie Foundation for giving us the $2,500.
I can't thank the Aggie Foundation enough for what they've done.
Aggie Foundation has been just a great partner for our community.
Some of these programs wouldn't be able to continue on without funding from programs like this.
We're always looking for new partners, new communities to be in. If we can make an impact in that community, we will.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Your plan, your future, your team.
Welcome back to our Redeemers and our Planning Team Financial, or our shots. Can I try that again? Let's try it again. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Glad to have you along. Third place game features our Redeemers up against Williston Trinity Christian here at the Our Redeemers Invitational Tournament. Glad to have you along here on this Saturday afternoon. It is a chilly, chilly day. Barely above zero for temps, below zero wind chills. Unlike my sister texted me today in Houston, it's 81 and 60% humidity there. So such is life. Anyway, Corey McIver with me, head coach of the South Prairie Max girls basketball team, who understand would have joined me last night, but due to the weather situation Thursday, got a game that has postponed, right?
Yeah, we were scheduled to play Bishop Ryan on Thursday night, and, and with the weather coming in, we had school canceled, and so we rescheduled it for last night. So I was unable to join you last night, but we ended up getting a win last night. So it was a nice way to go into break. Give the girls a couple days off here for Christmas break, and then we're back at it in about a week here for practice, because we've got two big games coming up over break. We've got Langdon at the Dome on the 30th, and then we travel to Watford City on the 2nd. And I've been kind of keeping tabs on my phone here. Turtle Mountain is there right now playing Watford City, and in the second half, Watford's up 32-27 with 1:40 left in the third quarter. So, both teams are pretty good there, and Watford City is a scrappy ball club, and so, Turtle Mountain's kind of feeling the effects of that travel and playing a team like that. So, we're gonna have to be ready to go for those two games over break, because it's going to be two big ones here for us, because we're kind of playing well right now after that setback in Carrington. We're playing pretty good basketball right now, and we just want to kind of continue to keep the momentum going.
Speaking of this break coming up here for Christmas and New Year's, not much that we're doing over the break, actually. We're letting people kind of take a break and breathe before we hit warp speed come after New Year's here. But a couple of things you can keep in mind and put on your calendar here if you're a hockey fan. Well, the West Fargo Winter Classic. It's coming up on December 29th and 30th. You can watch that here on PSP Network. We'll have that one for you. And then the other one is the Bismarck Crew. Todd Domrys and Scott Woodmansey and Chuck Claremont will have for you the Mandan Boys Invitational Holiday Basketball Tournament that takes place December 29th, 30th, and 31st there. That's always a really, really good tournament with some really good teams. So you can put that on your schedule. You can watch that here on PSP Network over the break as well. This is our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Invite you to stop into Valvoline Instant Oil Change, stay in your car, drive through, and get that oil changed and a safety check, all done in about 15 minutes or less typically. You'll find them in Modded and Bismarck. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where local actually matters. One more pregame timeout. We're back to set the lineups for you, and we also will have our national anthem coming up prior to this third place game right here on PSP Network.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health.
making more possible.
Why have so many people made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store? It could be the quality of the Arco fuel, the great selection of snacks, drinks, and convenience items, the amazing touchless car wash, including their monthly car wash club, the clean restrooms, or the free air. Most of all, it's the warm, friendly customer service. See for yourself at Dakota Square Arco, 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in Minot.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Welcome back to the Castle here at Our Redeemers Christian School. Third place game between Our Redeemers and Williston Trinity Christian as we bring you the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Take a look at the starting lineups and rosters for these two clubs. Our Redeemers, since they're bottom of the bracket, will actually be the visitors on the scoreboard today. Again, Brock Tietz in his 6th season at the helm. Tanner Swenson and Zach Hendrickson, his assistants, as they come in with a 1-1 mark on the year. Same starters as they had last night. At a guard will be Peyton Lindbo, a 6-foot senior, wears number 5. Wyatt Weekly, a 6'3 junior guard, wears number 13. Nolan Schmidt is a 6'3 junior forward, number 14. Jaden Marshall, 6-foot sophomore, who wears number 23. And Colin Swenson, a 5'10 senior guard, wears number 35. The other Knights are Gus Engelhart, Owen Vibetto, Sam Knutsvig, Jake Altringer, Ethan Brown, Sam Zadaraka, Dalton Swensrud, and Eli Pancratz. In their 2 games so far, averaging about 70 points per night offensively and giving up about 53 points per game. Again, voted number 1 in the poll this week. Williston Trinity Christian High School under Perry Shockley, assisted by Joel Nix. 2-1 on the year for them. Their starter is the same also. Colton Anderson gets the start, a 5'7 sophomore guard, wears number 0. Cale Nix, a 6'4 junior guard, wears number 3. Alicio Roblero, a 5'6 junior guard, wears number 11. Omari Houghton is a 6-foot junior guard, number 23. And Jaden Hernandez, a 6-foot junior guard, number 35. On the roster for the Crusaders, Tristan Miller, Levi Hartman, Michael Shockley, Eli Lee, Owen Voigt, Caleb Broughton, Ricardo Diaz, Wyatt Bratcher, Elliot Chantos, Miles Heck, and Jackson Black. Crusaders, in their 3 games on the year, averaging about 62.5 points offensively, giving up about 67.5. 2-1, the Crusaders against the 1-1 Knights here in this 3rd place game. Again, a big thank you to Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Minot and Bismarck, your locally owned oil change headquarters. 25 years, the Lending family taking care of folks through Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where local actually matters. Prior to this 3rd place game, we'll have, I believe, the opening prayer that will be done by Gus Engelhart, and then we'll have the playing of our national anthem as we honor America here prior to this 3rd place game. Glad to have you along here on a Saturday afternoon for some boys Division B high school basketball here on PSP Network. At this time, we'll send it down to the PA, down to the opening prayer. Will be done by Gus Engelhart of the Our Redeemers Christian School Knights.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and game basketball. I pray that as an injury-free game, you all play to glorify you. Thank you for bringing Williston Trinity here safely, and everyone has safe travels home. In Jesus' name, amen.
At this time, on behalf of Our Redeemers Christian School, I'd like to ask everyone to please rise, remove your caps, place your right hand over your heart, and face the flag of our great nation. As performing our national anthem, we have 6th grader Jonas Jones.
And national anthem here prior to today's game, performed on the saxophone by 6th grader Jonas Jones of Our Redeemer's Christian School. Not only does he do a great job on the national anthem, he has a fantastic first name. All right, we'll take one final break in our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame. It's opening tap between the Knights and Crusaders coming up next.
Slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice, oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice, oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
Welcome back to Our Redeemer's Christian School. We're ready for tip-off between the Crusaders and Knights here in this third-place game at the Our Redeemer's Invitational Tournament. Key players to watch for the Crusaders, leading them yesterday. Colton Anderson had 15 and Cale Nix 16 points. Amari Houghton also was in double figures with 10 points for the Crusaders. Meanwhile, for Our Redeemer's Christian School, leading them on the season so far in their 2 games has been Wyatt Weekley, who is right now 22 in the first round, 16 yesterday, and Nolan Schmidt had 20 in the first round and 15 yesterday. It's Weekley to jump center up against Cale Nix, and we are underway with the third-place game here at Our Redeemer's Christian School. Swenson will hand off back to Weekley. Near side to Lindbo, back to Weekley in the corner. Down low, they'll work it in to Schmidt, and he'll spin and fire and score. And that's what Nolan did a lot of yesterday in that semifinal game against Central McLean. 11 points in the first quarter, but then they kind of went away from that, and he didn't score again until the fourth quarter when he scored 4 points there. Cale Nix answers back with a mid-range jumper. Schmidt again with a 2-ball inside and a 2-point lead. Full court pressure set up here by the Knights. Nix crossed the line with it. Will hand off to Roblero. They'll work it to Anderson, and Colton will set it up again. Nix driving, cut off there by Marshall. Finally gets it out to Anderson. 13 on the shot clock. One thing the Knights are noted for is defense and defensive pressure, and that's exactly what the Crusaders are experiencing here early on.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of keeping the guys in front of them and making Trinity Christian use a lot of the shot clock. They only got 6 seconds here when they get the ball in bounds.
Inbounds comes to Houghton, down to 4 to 3. Does they realize? 2, 1, no, they didn't realize the shot clock was down. And it'll go as a turnover for Williston Trinity Christian. That will be their first of the ball game. Thanks goes out to Minot State University for their sponsorship. They have over 100 areas of study. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. Knights work it near corner to Colin Swenson. He had 4 threes in the opening round, just 1 last night. Down to Schmidt, missed the bunny underneath. Gets the rebound tapped to himself, though, and kicks it back up top. Now to Marshall. Swenson, open, long three at the top, just short. Rebound taken as Schmidt will shovel it to Marshall. And Jaden fouled. Our first foul of the ball game will go against Cale Nix of Williston Trinity Christian.
Yeah, Nolan Schmidt is real active around the boards, and that's something you really like to see. You know, they've made an effort in at least to the start of the game to get him going early underneath the basket. He's had some nice looks underneath the basket, but he's really working well around the hoop. You know, tipping the balls away if he can't get the offensive rebound himself, and they're doing a good job of getting themselves open there for a putback.
Yeah, Nolan Schmidt last year averaging 12.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and also had 66 assists last year. Marshall misfired on that one, but the rebounds put back up and in by Wyatt Weekly. 4-point lead for our Redeemers Christian School on our BNC Bank scoreboard. Just a little over 2 minutes into quarter one. Colton Anderson pulls up, Swenson on him. Now Marshall will switch off. Drive to the hoop. Anderson a little bit too hard. Nice drive, but just a little bit too hard off the glass. Back come the Knights. Schmidt on the drive right to the hole. Left it short on a left-handed scoop layup. Collision between him and Cale Nix. Nix is going to get called in the foul, and that's trouble for Cale. 2 fouls already on him here in the first 2.5 minutes of the ball game.
Yeah, that's two quick fouls early on in the first quarter. That really kind of put some pressure there on the coaching staff, trying to figure out, you know, how long do you leave him in, and you know, do you run the risk of him picking up a third one early, or do you sub him out and have him sit down for a little bit? It looks like they're gonna leave him in and let it ride here a little bit and hope that he can go the rest of this first quarter without picking up a third.
Miles Heck, number 22, 6-foot junior, comes in for Jaden Hernandez. Meanwhile, at the Serve Pro free throw line, Nolan Schmidt, 1 of 2. 5-point lead, 7-2 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Anderson. Cross half court. Gives it to Nix. Marshall on him as he makes his way right. Now back left. Cut off at the top of the key. Anderson will help him out. Shot clock down to 15 again. Stifling man-to-man defense by the Knights here, and that is a turnover. Here comes Marshall on the drive against Houghton, and a whistle and a foul. It's a big collision. 2 free throws will be coming for Jaden Marshall as he took the hard drive. And the foul will be whistled against Amari Houghton. His first, third team foul. Timeout taken by Williston Trinity Christian. So, just about 5 minutes left first quarter. 5-point lead for the Knights.
Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Coverage of the tournament today being brought to you in part by the UPS Store, your packing and shipping headquarters located in Marketplace Foods Plaza on South Broadway in Monmouth. And Planet Pizza, the best pizza on the planet is Planet Pizza. Over 25 years they've served the area. Stop in for their giant lunch buffet or call for delivery at 701-852-1700 for Planet Pizza. Corey, so what do the Crusaders have to do here against this hounding man-to-man defense to create some space and get some looks here?
They're going to have to probably, you know, they're going to have to move without the ball, you know, come up and set some ball screens, and they're just going to have to look to attack the basket. They're spending a lot of time passing the ball around the three-point line, and that's what, you know, our Redeemers, you want to see that, because you're not going to the basket at all. Then you're wasting time just throwing the ball around the perimeter. So they have to find a way to try to attack the basket here a little bit, and maybe see if they can get our Redeemers into some foul trouble just by driving to the basket.
Okay. Marshall no good on his first, as 4 subs will come in for head coach Brock Tietz here. Marshall one more at the line as Rolls that one around in 1 of 4 from the Serve Pro free throw line. In now for the Knights, number 3 is Sam Knutsvig, who is a senior. Number 1 is Gus Engelhart, a senior. Ball tipped away. Roblero gets it back to Nix. Number 4 for the Knights, Jake Altringer, into the ball game as well. And the steal there taken by number 21, a sophomore, Sam Zadaraka. Also in is Owen Vibetto, number 2. He's a junior. 3 from the near side, no good for Zadaraka. Rebound put back up and good for Jake Altringer. Altringer, the sophomore, off the bench, scored 10 points in the first round. 4 yesterday, and here on the steal and the pass, get an and 1 free throw. The Ryan Family Dealership instant replay. Zadaraka with the pick. Altringer with the scoop layup, and he'll go to the line for an and 1. Got that one, and conventional three-point play is complete. Roblero picked up his first personal foul. It's the 4th team foul. Crusaders work through the press this time. The drive by Houghton. Too hard on the shot. Rebound tipped out of bounds. And last touch by Williston Trinity Christian. BSN bringing you today's game. They create exclusive personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs. From custom equipment, uniforms, and coaches apparel to fanwear, branding, and more, they do it all. So contact your local BSN sales pro today. Knutsvig. Near corner to Zadaraka, down low now. Vibetto had it slapped out of his hand and stolen away. Here comes Anderson on the drive. Colton Anderson backing out, leaves it to Houghton. Amari, long 3, just grazes iron. Knutsvig will get the rebound. The senior brings it up court to Altringer. Back to Knutsvig, open in the far corner. The quick 3, short. And Colton Anderson will run down the rebound for Trinity Christian. 3:20 to go, first period on BNC Bank scoreboard. 13-2. Knights with a lead of 11 points. Cale Nix. Back to Anderson. He'll go down to post up. Working against Zadaraka. Vibetto got a fingertip on that pass and tapped it away. 10 on the shot clock for the Crusaders as Roblero will inbound. Right on the three-point line. Gets it into Houghton. Omari up top. Cale Nix lines up a 3. No, short. On the bounce, Altringer takes the rebound. Pass ahead, across the lane, and nice fast break opportunity. Finished off with a fast break layup by Sam Zadaraka.
Yeah, our Redeemers is doing a great job. They're not allowing Trinity Christian to breathe at all, and they're coming in waves. You got the starting 5 back in the game after their bench kind of came in and provided a spark for them too. So Coach Tietz has got these 10 guys playing unbelievable defense, and Trinity Christian just really at this point has no idea what to do.
13 the lead, timeout on the floor.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Wintertime, not a good time for your furnace to go out, so make sure you contact Northern Plains Heating and Air. Dylan will come check your furnace, make sure everything's up to speed, and we'll survive the winter. 222-2155 for Northern Plains Heating and Air. Starting 5 back in for the Knights. Lindbo cross court to Weekly, driving baseline, feeding across to Schmidt, too hard on the shot. Cale Nix will clear the rebound for Williston Trinity Christian. 2.5 to go here in the first. Pulling up on the near wing, dragging the pivot foot and traveling there. Michael Shockley, the 6-foot freshman who wears number 4. So the Crusader turnover will give it back to the Knights. Weekly, Marshall, Schmidt, Swenson, Lindbow in for our Redeemers right now. Inside they go to Marshall. Back to Weekly. 3-ball. Short. Rebound. Schmidt partially blocked. Marshall with it. Tried to dribble and it got poked away. Here's Roblero up ahead to Anderson. 2-on-1. And he pays it off with the fast break layup. 15-4. Lindbow. 3-ball answering back from the near corner. And the lead now at 14 points. Nix pulls up. Anderson trying to find space. Long three. Catches air and goes out of bounds. So we check that Ryan Family Dealership instant replay again of the fast break on that last possession and the scoop layup around Weekly by Anderson. Ryan Family Dealership, 5 locations to serve you, Minot and Williston. Or shop the complete inventory online at driveryan.com. Schmidt drives in, leaves it underneath to Wyatt Weekly, and up and in it goes. 4 points for Wyatt. 16 the advantage. Just over a minute to go here in the first period. Amari Houghton traveled. And so a turnover for the Crusaders. Verendrye Electric is your local electric cooperative, providing energy-saving Marathon water heaters and other heating products. Contact Verendrye Electric for more information. Clock goes under a minute to play here in the first. Lindbow tries another 3 from the near corner, just off the mark. And a collision on the rebound, whistle and a foul. And this one will go against Colin Swenson of our Redeemers. That's the first Knights foul of the game. Swenson will check out. Into the lineup comes Dalton Swensrud, number 30, a 5'10 sophomore. Also number 33 is in. That's Eli Pankratz, a 6'2 sophomore, number 33. And Shockley will check out as number 21. Elliot Chantos, a 6-foot freshman in for the Crusaders. Roblero working against the press. To Anderson across the timeline, he'll go. Up top, Houghton, open, 3-ball, just missed. Rebound. Coming in is Marshall to secure it, and Jaden will head up court to Lindbow near corner. Missed the 3, but the weak side rebound and the putback up and good for Dalton Swensrud. 20 seconds to go in the period. Nix into the lane, fakes the pass, the floater off the mark. Weekly with the rebound, 12 seconds remaining. Houghton on his hip, gets by him, into the lane the pass goes. Marshall spinning to his left off the glass, good. Anderson gets it in, the pass ahead, the horn sounds. 1 period in the books, and it's the Knights up by 20.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Ready.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
1 quarter in the books, 20-point lead for the Knights. Nolan Schmidt and Jake Altringer each with 5 points to lead the way for our Redeemers. Colton Anderson, Cale Nix with the 4 points for the Crusaders, who will get the ball to start period number 2. Anderson across the timeline. Starting 5 back in there for our Redeemers. And also for the Crusaders. Roblero just missed on the 3. Weekly with the rebound. Wyatt racing up court. Pulls up. Floater off the rim. And Nix will clear for the Crusaders. Houghton ahead to Anderson. Sets up 3 off the heel of the iron. And Colin Swenson pulls it in. Up ahead to Schmidt. Underneath to Weekly. Pass back to Marshall through his legs all the way to Swenson, who kicks to Linbo in the corner. Missed the 3. Schmidt with the weak side rebound. His put back, yes. 7 for Schmidt. Lead stands at 22. In for the Crusaders, number 21 is Elliot Chantos. Amari Houghton will get a rest on the bench. Nix will bring it up across the timeline. Schmidt on him to Colton Anderson. Working around the top of the key, hands back to Nix, tipped away, stolen by Schmidt. Working against Nix down the right side, fakes him up, and then puts it off the glass and in. The steal and the end-to-end bucket makes it a 24-point lead now. Another steal in the cross-court pass by Schmidt. Nolan can't connect this time. Alicia Roblero had the rebound, but it was tapped out of his hand by Linbo. Mary Shockley will send back in Mari Houghton. Roblero will get a rest on the bench. We'll say a big thank you to Farstead Oil for their sponsorship. Find out how their skilled sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricant, or DEF needs. Farstead Oil, serving the area since 1938. Anderson double team, gets it to Houghton. He'll dribble near side, cut off there by Swenson. Back to Anderson. 13 on the shot clock on the baseline. The runner no good for Colton. Rebound, a long pass out. Jaden Marshall running the floor. Left hand scoop is up and good. 5 for Jaden. A little over 2 minutes gone here in period number 2. Ahead they work it to Chantos. He'll get it back to Nix. Kale to the free throw. Pull up short. Schmidt rebounds. Weekly on the run. Pull up 3. Good.
I think the question about whether or not how our Redeemers was going to bounce back after last night's loss has been answered quickly here.
I think you're right about that. Colin Swenson with the steal in the bucket, his first points, and a timeout taken. 5:12 to go in the half. Knights up by 31.
In the Minot area and looking for a rental, start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town, apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Broadcast of the Iron Redeemers tournament being brought to you in part by the Aggie Foundation. They're one of the sponsors of our Player Performance of the Week, which you can vote on online on our social media each week. Find out about their charitable work at aggiefoundation.com. Kale Nix will inbound to Colton Anderson. Subs in at the timeout for the Knights. Once again, the pass to the near wing to Houghton, tipped out of bounds, Gus Engelhart. Owen Vibetto back in as well. Jake Altringer. Ethan Brown, number 12, into the ball game here, along with Sam Zadaraka, number 21. Todd Hoffman calling a foul here. He noticed committed, and that will go against Owen Vibetto, the junior, picking up his first. That's only the second foul on the Knights in the ball game, first of the quarter. So the inbounds comes between the circles to Cale Nix, working against Vibetto. He'll go left. Pulls up, fadeaway shot, good. Cale Nix with his second bucket. And a delay game will be called on the Crusaders against Michael Shockley. Number 13 into the Crusaders lineup is Caleb Broughton, a 6-foot freshman. Rodriguez or Hernandez will come out and get a rest. Ahead they go in the cross court to Zadaraka. Vibetto kicks out far side. 3, good. Ethan Brown, the 5'10" senior. Anderson trying to answer back with the dribble. Cut off, top of the key on his dribble. Now goes left and had it poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Crusaders. 21 on the shot clock. Shockley will inbound. Gets it in the corner to Broughton. Then to Nix. The run, the floater. Gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. Good second chance opportunity there for the junior.
Yeah, I think if Trinity Christian wants to get back into this ball game, I think Nix is going to have to, they're going to have to rely on him to kind of help carry him through this second quarter.
Turnover for the Knights. Another opportunity here for the Crusaders to cut into the lead. Nix pulls up, hounded there by Vibetto. Can't get the shot off, so passes back to Houghton. Amari cut off by Engelhardt. Now Nix to the point. 12 on the shot clock for Williston Trinity Christian, and as Houghton pulled up, tried to clear himself on the pivot, he traveled.
You're seeing our Redeemers right now. They're, we've talked about how they sub in waves, and these guys are going out and they're playing really good pressure man defense. For them, fouls don't really matter because they know that in about a couple minutes, the next 5 are going to come right back in, so they're going to play hard for the time they're out on the floor.
Gus Engelhardt with a 3 from the near side. 3.5 to go here, first half. Another turnover on the steal. Brown goes the other way, and he got bumped from behind, and the whistle and the foul will go against Colton Anderson. That's his first, and the first of the quarter against Williston Trinity Christian. So to the Serve Pro free throw line will go Ethan Brown, the 5'10" senior. Whenever you need fire, water restoration, cleanup, or construction, contact Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians and advanced technology through Serve Pro. Brown good on his first. Toe the line with his second. The bright orange shoes.
Yeah, they're no longer white or black anymore. You got the multicolor ones that are, and more than one pair. I mean, these guys probably have 2 or 3 pairs, and they rotate them around. And gone are the days where you just have the one pair of basketball shoes that'll last you a season, maybe 2 if you're lucky.
Crusaders turnover there. Eli Lee, number 5, a freshman, into the ball game. Brown comes out for our Redeemers in his number 3. That's Sam Knutsvig, a 5'9" senior for our Redeemers. Engelhardt will bring it up. Yeah, I had one pair of black high tops. Wore them all season. Engelhardt another 3, top of the key this time. Nix with it on the wing. Hands off to Houghton. Houghton will try a three from the wing. That's short, out of bounds, and last touch by the Knights.
Yeah, our Redeemers is doing just a great job. They're not allowing Trinity Christian come anywhere near the lane on offense.
Good inbounds. Cale Nix with the quick three over Jake Altringer. 2.5 to go here first half. Engelhart will send it near side. Knutsvig. Now they'll work at high post to Vibeto. Back to Gus. Misfires that three. Vibeto with the rebound and another opportunity for the Knights. From the far wing. Off the mark on the three. Altringer couldn't get it to go. And finally put up and in by Sam Zadaraka, who took the initial three. Two minutes to go in the half. Nick's elbow extended on the left side is up and good. He's catching a little fire. He's got 9 in the quarter. Vibeto spinning shot, no. Rebound Knutsvig. Up top, Zadaraka off the glass, good. The bank is open for Sam on a Saturday afternoon. 50 points here in the first half for our Redeemers as Nix can't connect from the top. Just under 90 seconds to go in quarter two. From the corner, another three. That one is good for Sam Zadaraka as well. Nix pull up off glass, good. Cale Nix heating up for the Crusaders here. Long pass ahead, get behind the defense, but unable to finish it off with Zadaraka, tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, the Knights are not letting Trinity Christian relax one bit. They're playing really good pressure man defense, but even if you do make the basket, you've got to turn and sprint and get back because they are releasing somebody on the shot every time.
Here's a steal by the Crusaders. Houghton to Anderson, or to the near side. That's the pass there by Eli Lee. Nobody was filling in on the wing, and he tossed it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's another issue when you play a team that plays such good man defense like the Knights do. It speeds you up offensively, and you think you need to go faster than you actually need to, and then you end up throwing the ball all over the place because of that.
Zadaraka, another three. No, short on that one. Williston Trinity Christian with the rebound. 36 seconds remaining in the first half. Cale Nix shoots a three, misfires on that one. Eli Pankratz rebounds. Up ahead, they'll work it to Knutsvig. Now to the corner, three. Houghton blocks the three by Dalton Swensrud, but Swensrud gets it back underneath and puts it up and in. Good hustle play there. Under 10 seconds to go in the half. Houghton drives in, splits two defenders, or tries to at the free throw line, and a blocking foul is going to be called on the Knights. That will go against Sam Knutsvig. His first, second of the quarter on our Redeemers. So with 3.5 seconds to go, Crusaders inbound to the baseline. They'll get it into Houghton, fires up a three. It's in and out at the horn, and that will be the end of the first half. 2 quarters in the books in this third place game, and it is all Knights at the halftime break.
Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Breathe in. I can't believe I wrecked my car. There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Hey, welcome into our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. Accidents happen. It's just a part of life. At Jerome's Collision Center, they take service seriously. Their mission is to get you back in your car as soon as they can without sacrificing the quality of your repair. The trusted experts since 1975, they take care of you and your car at Jerome's Collision Center. Across from the airport at North Broadway and Monitor, call 701-852-5126. Well, our question in pregame, how would the Knights respond after their first loss of the season with the resounding, we're not going anywhere. The defensive pressure, creating turnovers, creating points, and it is a 40-point advantage. The Knights, more points here in the first half than they scored last night against Central McLean when they lost 57-53. 10 players in the scorebook for them. Nolan Schmidt leads the way, or no, he doesn't. Actually, Sam Zadaraka off the bench leads the way with 10 points, including a couple made threes. Nolan Schmidt, 9 scored here in the first half. 6 points for Gus Engelhardt and a couple made threes. Wyatt Weekly has 7. 5 points for Jaden Marshall. 5 points for Jake Altringer. Ethan Brown and Dalton Swensrud each with 4 points apiece. 3 points for Peyton Lindbo on a made 3. And 2 points scored by Colin Swenson for their total of 55. 2 players in the scorebook for Trinity Christian. Cale Nix has 13 points. 11 of those came in that second period, including a made 3. And then Colton Anderson scored 2 points in the first quarter, and that is their 15. 24-4 was our score at the end of the first period. The Knights outscored the Crusaders 31-11 in the second period. And they were tied at 2 early in the game, but Crusaders have not had a lead. And this halftime lead is the largest of the ball game for our Redeemers Christian School. Only 3 fouls whistled against the Knights in the first half here. Colin Swenson has 1, Owen Vibetto 1, and Sam Knutsvig 1. 5 fouls whistled against Williston Trinity Christian. 2 of those went on Cale Nix, 1 each on Colton Anderson, Alicio Roblero, and Omari Houghton. Look at some of the team statistics. Corey McIver has been keeping track of that here in the first half, and has a look at those.
Yeah, we'll take a look at our Redeemers first. In the first half, they shooting 22 of 41 in that first half for 53%. They were 17 of 23 on field goals, 74%. A lot of those were right underneath the basket, transition layups, offensive rebound putbacks. 7 of 18 from the three-point line, 39%, but the bulk of those came in the second half. Gus Engelhardt kind of found the spot there behind the three-point line and made a few. They were actually 6 of 11 in the second quarter, 55% shot 55% in the second half or second quarter alone. So that's gonna show a little bit there too. But rebounding wise, they had 11 rebounds, 11 offensive rebounds, 12 defensive rebounds for 23 rebounds in that first half. A lot of those defensive rebounds led to a lot of transition points. They didn't waste a lot of time getting that defensive rebound and getting the ball up the floor. They were looking to get that thing going. And then only 2 turnovers in that first half, and they both came in the second quarter. So a relatively clean game for our Redeemers to start the first half. For Williston Trinity Christian, the struggles offensively trying to get the ball in the hoop. They shot 7 of 23 from the field in that first half for 30%. 7 rebounds total, 1 offensive rebound, 6 defensive rebounds, but 11 turnovers, and they were really costly turnovers. And even not having turnovers on the stats, just the forced turnovers that we saw in the first half, but a lot of mental turnovers too, just as far as just the speed of the game. They weren't getting comfortable, and that was one thing our Redeemers did a really good job, is they weren't allowing Trinity Christian to get comfortable on the offensive end, and that speeds you up. And then, like I said, it speeds you up thinking you need to go faster than you actually do, and then you're either taking ill-advised shots, or you're forcing shots up, or you're throwing the ball away. And give credit to our Redeemers. They definitely bounced back from last night's loss, and now going into the second half, I don't anticipate them really doing anything different than they did in the first half. The nice thing will be with a lead like this, you go out and now let's work on a few things and get things kind of cleaned up to get ready to go for going into the Christmas break and the stretch, and then being ready to go in January when region play district play gets into effect. So what are some things that we can do here in the second half that we can work on and get ready for? And on Williston's side, it's like, hey, we're going to start this second half clean here. Forget about what happened in the first half, and let's go out and see if we can execute here and be a little better here in the second half.
Again, big thank you to Jerome's Collision Center, our halftime sponsor. They're located in North Hill, right across from the airport. Next time you need their service, contact Jerome's. Nolan Schmidt starts off the game with a 3. Starts off second half the way he started off the game, with a bucket, this time a 3. Back comes Williston Trinity Christian. Driving is Houghton, and a nice scoop layup up and good for Amari Houghton.
Yeah, that's something that you didn't really see. Williston really didn't get a chance to do a lot in that first half, was to get to the basket. So that was kind of good to see them open up here this second half with a drive to the basket. Maybe that's something that they'll be able to get some confidence built here.
Colin Swenson, he'll answer back with a 3. Swenson down with 5 in the ball game. His first made 3 of the night. He had 4 made 3s in their opening round win against the Braves. Anderson spinning. Fadeaway shot won't fall. Up ahead Weekly, leaves it to Schmidt, and the layup up and good. Nice fast break run by the Knights. 5 in the quarter, 14 now on the night for the junior Nolan Schmidt. Houghton working against Weekly. Gets it back to Nix. Nix will fire up a 3. That one a little hard, and Wyatt Weekly with the rebound. Now ahead to Schmidt, running the floor, and the fast break layup. Colton Anderson back And we're going to get a timeout by Perry Shockley of the Crusaders. 2 minutes into the third period.
Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Broadcast today brought to you in part by Bones Barbecue Sauce, a true North Dakota original created and bottled right here in the state. A premium barbecue sauce, perfect on anything. Ribs, burgers, veggies. Find it today at your local grocer, Cashwise, Marketplace, and Family Fare. Bones Barbecue Sauce. Hale Nix gets the handoff, almost lost it out of bounds. Schmidt right there defensively. And pokes it away, loose ball, dives on top of it, and we'll have a hell ball. Possession will point the way of Trinity Christian this time.
Trinity Christian needs to be mindful. There's only 9 seconds on the shot clock, so they better make sure they echo that from the bench so they know how much time's left.
Down to 6. Anderson between the circles. 3, 2, ball poked away, loose. Anderson fires up a desperation shot, and that'll be a shot clock violation and a turnover on the Crusaders. 5.5 to play following this one. Of course, we'll have the championship for you as well. It'll feature number 3 ranked Central McLean Cougars up against number 4 ranked Ray Jays. Should be a good championship here tonight. Inside, Nolan Schmidt gets open on that left block and puts it in. 9 in the quarter for Nolan. 18 on the game. As a whistle and a foul is going to be called here against Nolan Schmidt, and that'll be his first and the first of the quarter on the Knights. So Michael Shockley will inbound in front of his own head coach. Anderson dribbling between the circles, setting up the offense on the drive down the right side and knocked to the floor, a whistle and a foul. I believe Peyton Lindbow guilty of this one. Yep, he'll get that one, and that'll be his first of the night, second of the quarter. So free throws coming for Colton Anderson, the 5'7" senior. Colton 15 points yesterday in their loss to Ray. 2 points in the first quarter, and the made free throw from the Serve Pro free throw line. His only other points so far. Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, and advanced technology. Whenever you need fire and water restoration, cleanup, and construction, contact Serve Pro. Knights working it around against that zone defense. Lindbow driving baseline after a head fake and got Houghton up in the air. And Amari will pick up the fouls. He came down on Peyton as he drove by. Second on Houghton. First of the quarter against the Crusaders. Knights inbounding. Swenson to Schmidt. But an illegal screen was called to get him open. And that will go against Jaden Marshall. First on him, third on the Knights in the quarter, and another our Redeemers turnover. 4:42 to go, third period. Anderson across the line. No handoff to Houghton. Back to Colton, working on the near side. Marshall on him defensively. Gives it back to Amari. Against Weekly. Nice spin move, but Weekly recovers and blocks it from behind into the hands of his teammate Colin Swenson. Up ahead to Schmidt. Weekly open near corner 3. No, won't go. Schmidt rebound. Back to Weekly. Top of the key. That one in and out. Won't go. Schmidt again with the rebound. Takes it himself and puts it in. Nolan's like, hey, Gabe, I gave you 2 chances at threes, man. I'm just going to do it myself here.
You get your chance, and then I'm just going to go ahead and take care of it myself.
Here's a turnover and a 2-on-1 break as Weekly gives it to Schmidt on the fast break 2-on-1. Just under 4 minutes remaining here, third quarter. All Knights from early on in this one. Houghton can't drive. He lost it. Up again, and guess who? Nolan Schmidt's fast break layup. Timeout taken by Brock Tietz of our Redeemers. 3:25 to go here, third period.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
Not everyone starts their day at the same time or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Welcome back to the Castle here at our Redeemers Christian School. Brock Tietz at the timeout, putting in that second string of players now on the line change. Alicia Roblero cut off on the baseline, up top to Anderson. Gives it back to Shockley. Michael, pass to the near wing to Nix, tip into the hands of Houghton. Amari driving to his left, and a whistle and a foul on the block. Gus Engelhart guilty on his first. Fourth of the quarter on the Knights. Next one, they'll shoot free throws. Shockley to inbound on the baseline. Lobs it into Houghton. Working there against Engelhart. Gets the screen from Roblero and puts the 3 in. 5 in the quarter and on the ball game now for Amari. Back come the Knights with it. Vibeto back to Engelhart near wing. Knutsvig works it left side. Vibeto, long 2, too hard from the corner. Houghton with the rebound, will bring it up court. Leaves it to Anderson at the point. Colton working against Sam Zadaraka defensively. Gives off to Houghton as he goes to the wing. Try to get it into Nix. Tipped away. Kale gets it back and muscles it up and in. Tough shot for Kale. He's got 15 now. And gets a steal. So he knocked the ball away and then saved it back to Houghton. Amari down the near side. Cut off and double teamed. Anderson open for the 3 in the corner, and he got it. Bingo.
That's one thing with that defense pressure that our Redeemers has. They do leave people open for shots, and if you're Trinity Christian, if you have the opportunity to have an open look to the basket, you have to be able to make those.
Jake Altringer cuts across to the right side, and his fadeaway from 6 is up and good. 7 in the ball game now for Jake. Under 90 seconds to go here in the third. Anderson gives it off to Roblero. Alicio to Omari Houghton. Anderson looks inside at Nix. He's covered up there by Altringer. So back up top, the pass tipped out of the hands, and a 2-on-1 break. Engelhart lobs it, and the finish by Sam Zadaraka. Minute to play here, third quarter. Roblero will give it back to Colton Anderson. Anderson, step back move, missed on the 3. Engelhart rebounds, 43 seconds to go in the period. Gus tried to bounce past Owen Vibeto in the corner, but the two miscommunicate, and it sails out of bounds instead. Into the Crusaders lineup, number 5, Eli Lee, the freshman. Roblero is out. Anderson will get a rest as well, as in will come number 21. That's Elliot Chantos, a freshman as well. A lot of young players on the Crusaders lineup here. Cale Nix short on the 3. Altringer pushing it. Down to 20 seconds to play in the period. Engelhardt cut off on the baseline. Back to Altringer. His jump through move missed. Rebound gets tapped back to him. Blocked as he goes up. Vibetto with it. He got blocked, but he also got fouled, says referee Todd Hoffman. And free throws coming up from the ServPro free throw line as the fouls go. Again, it's Elliot Chantos. First on him, second team foul. Owen Vibetto to the ServPro free throw line, 6'2" junior. Looking for his first points today. Short on the first. 10.5 seconds remaining here into the third period. Vibetto with one more, and good on that, 1 of 2. Inbounds to Shockley, back to Nix. Crosses the line with 7 seconds to go. Cut off, top of the key. Handing off to Houghton, gets Altringer up in the air, gets a look at the rim, but misfires, and 3 in the books. And after 3 quarters, it's all Knights.
I can't believe I wrecked my car. There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Thanks to Val Cycler for their sponsorship. Locally owned and operated in downtown Minot since 1960. They have a full line of e-bikes. They service sharpening center as well and a fitness center with treadmills, ellipticals, and recumbents. Val's Cyclery, big thank you to them. Here we go, fourth quarter. Wyatt Weekly with a 3-0, top of the keys. Starters back in for the Knights to start the period. Inside, Shockley, reverse layup, and just missed. Fourth quarter here with the lead. The mercy rule takes effect, which is fourth quarter a lead of 30-plus points, and the clock pretty much continuously runs. Does stop for a few things, but keeps running most of the quarter. Here's a steal by the Knights. Jaden Marshall with it. Drives to the hoop, kicks out to Swenson. Weekly drives, dishes, and a layup there for Nolan Schmidt. Minute on here in the fourth. We'll have the championship to follow between Central McLean and Ray. The Cougars ranked number 3 in the latest poll. The Jays tied for 4th. Turnover by the Crusaders. Here comes Wyatt Weekly up court with it. To Lindbo. Back to Weekly. Marshall with the quick kick to Peyton Lindbo. On the drive, the lob underneath to Schmidt. No. Weekly, left side, gets it back and puts it in. He's got 9. Back comes Houghton. Amari drives to the left side. Too hard off the glass. Peyton Lindbo clears. Pulls up free throw line. Swenson open in the corner for 3, but it's short. Marshall with the rebound. Another chance. Missed that one. Gets it back again. And that one puts it in on the third chance. 7 for Marshall. Five and a half remaining. Clock continuing to run here in the fourth quarter as Houghton penetrates and kicks out near side to Eli Lee. Up top to Shockley. Chontos hands off to Houghton again. Back to Chontos. They run that weave around the top of the key. And then the pass back to the wing to Chontos, off his hand and out of bounds for a turnover. So, starters out. Here come the subs back in. Altringer, Engelhart. Also in Zadaraka back in for the Knights, along with Pankratz and Swensrud. Roblero checking out of the Crusaders lineup. Number 1 is Tristan Miller in for the Crusaders. He's a freshman. The 3 bounces around and off the rim. Jake Altringer collects the rebound, can't get it to drop. Knights have it again as caught on the baseline was Eli Pankratz in a double team and a timeout taken by his head coach, Brock Tietz. Timeout on the floor.
In the Minot area and looking for a rental, start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town, apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
Fans filing in for our championship game to come here between Central McLean and Ray. Knights inbound. Zadaraka shot from the left side a little bit too hard. Amari Houghton will secure the rebound for Williston Trinity Christian. Halfway through this fourth period. Houghton penetrates. Kicks back. They'll work it near side to Miller. Now back to Houghton. To the baseline. Cut off by Gus Engelhart. 50 on the shot clock for the Crusaders. Turnover, top of the key. Left-handed layup back, up and good for Sam Zadaraka. He's got 14 in the game now. And the lead, the largest of the game right now. Houghton, no room there. Now Roblero, he'll try and penetrate and kick. Again, it's a mindset the Knights teach all the way down is defense, and you see it even here on the second level. Turnover. Shot no good. Too hard there for Chontos, but they'll get it back again. Another opportunity for the Crusaders. Roblero kicks back to Chontos. His 3, no good.
Hey, you talk about that defensive pressure. When you're a player that's playing for Brock Tietz, you're going to learn how to play defense. And what really helps these younger guys, these bench guys for our Redeemers, is that starting 5 is a pretty good starting 5. And
so when you play defense against every day,
you're going to practice against those guys. You're going to have to improve on your defensive skill, and you're going to know you're probably going to see some pretty good defenders when you go up against practice with them too. So it's only going to make everybody better. If you have good players, they're going to make everybody better too. And so you see that a lot with our Redeemers right now.
Offensive rebound and put back. Eli Pankratz is into the scorebook with a bucket. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the game. Houghton on the drive all the way to the bucket. Counted and 1, I think, for Amari, they'll say. And the foul will be against Sam Zadaraka, his first of the quarter. So Houghton will go to the Serve Pro free throw line. Owen Vibetto in. Zadaraka out for the Knights, and in for the Crusaders will come Caleb Broughton, number 13. Alicio Roblero will get a rest on the bench. Thanks to First International Bank and Trust for their sponsorship. Been around since 1910, FIBT.com. Free throw good for Houghton as he will check out, and in Levi Hartman, number 2. 5'10" junior into the Crusaders lineup here. Knights ball. Up top they work it to Brown. Ethan Pankratz back to Brown. He'll size up a 3, short. Vibetto with the rebound, can't get that to fall. Tips it back out, another chance for the Knights. Skip pass across to the near wing, and the 3 going to be short for Swensrud. Battle for the loose ball. Diving on top of it. Good job there by Knutsvig. Drive, shot, in and out, no good for Dalton Swensrud. Finally, the Crusaders clear it. Tristan Miller cut off top of the key. To Chantos. Chantos at his pocket pick there. Ethan Brown the other way, and he'll put it up and in on the left-handed scoop layup. Half a dozen for Brown. Just over a minute to play in the game. Baseline cut off there. Looking for room to operate or pass. Miller will get it across the baseline. They'll work it back to Chantos on the near wing. He'll hand off up top to Broughton. Now to Lee. Pass down low, stolen away by Owen Vibetto. As we're down to under 40 seconds to play in this one. In the lane, the drive. Shot no good for Pankratz. Fighting to get it back. And then his outlet is stolen away by Tristan Miller. Ahead to Lee. Eli dribbling, now pulls up. Kick up top. Broughton. And timeout taken. All right, so timeout taken by Trinity Christian. Head coach Perry Shockley wants to set up a final play here. Coming up, of course, we'll have for you our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report. Look at this one and give you a look at the numbers. Name our Sport Clip MVP of the game and our move of the game. Brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure. Take a quick break, and then we're back to set the stage for that championship between number 3 and 4 in the state, Central McLean and Ray in the championship. Waiting in the wings, ready to hit the court and warm up. Interestingly enough, those two teams played in the third place game of this tournament last year. They meet in the championship tonight. Should be a good one. Hope you'll stick with us for that one. The Crusaders will inbound on the baseline. Eli Lee will trigger it in. Gets it into Miller. Miller handing off the drive, and the shot up and good, and Caleb Broughton into the scorebook before the horn. Final score in this third place game, it's our Redeemers Christian School taking third by a final of 90-31. The post game next.
Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Break.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
Hey, welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game of this third-place game here at the Our Redeemers Invitational Tournament. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farmer business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Learn more online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. They're located, of course, on the bypass. Stop in, order off their delicious menu, or order online at shotscrossroads.com. And team buses of all sizes are always welcome. Well, a convincing win for Our Redeemers Christian School here in this third-place game as they win 90-31. Look at the individual scoring. Just thought it'd be interesting here. You put up 90 points on the night, and you have 2 players scoring double figures.
Yeah.
26 for Nolan Schmidt to lead the way. 14 for Sam Zadaraka off the bench. Just shy of double figures was Wyatt Weekly scoring 9. 7 points apiece put up by Jaden Marshall and Jake Altringer. Gus Engelhardt a couple threes. He scores 6 points on the ball game. Also 6 for Ethan Brown off the bench. 5 points for Colin Swenson. 4 points for Dalton Swensrud. Peyton Limbo with a made 3, and it was Eli Pankratz with 2 points, while Owen Vibetto scores 1 for their total of 90. Williston Trinity Christian had 4 players score, and Cale Nix led the way, scoring 15. Amari Houghton scores 8, all coming in the second half. 6 for Colton Anderson, and Caleb Broughton with 2. 24-4, or quarter score at the end of the first. Second period, Knights outscored the Crusaders 31-11. They led 55-15 at halftime. Third period, Our Redeemers puts up 23, 11 scored by Williston Trinity Christian, so it was 78-26 after 3 periods. And in the final period here, 12-5, the Knights outscore the Crusaders to pick up the victory. 8 fouls whistled against Our Redeemers on the ball game. Nobody fouling out for them. 7 fouls whistled against Williston Trinity Christian. Nobody fouling out for them. If there's one thing that Brock Tietz of Our Redeemers can harp on his guys about, it's free throw shooting. They were just 5 of 11, 45% from the Servpro free throw line tonight. Got to think that a team with as much talent as they have, that's something you're going to want to work on, because come those close games like they had last night and like they're going to have throughout the season and into the postseason, free throws mighty important in determining games.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. You never know when those free throws are going to come in. To a fact, you think you miss a couple early in the game.
Yeah.
That's no big deal. You got plenty of game left. But like you said, if it's a close game and it comes down to the end and you lose by a couple, you go back and look and say, well, our free throw shooting wasn't the best. That's that's one thing you can work on all the time in practice and on your own is get yourself to be a better free throw shooter, because you never know down the stretch those things are going to be big.
Crusaders were 2 of 3, 67% from the Servpro free throw line. We're tied at 2, the only tie of the ball game, and the Knights' largest lead was 62 late in the fourth quarter. Little team stats from Corey McIver.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the end of game totals there for our Redeemers. Shooting was down a little bit in the second half because really, didn't really have to press a whole lot there in the second half as far as scoring, but they ended up the game 28 of 57 from the field at 49%. 46 total rebounds.
Wow.
For the game, 26 offensive. They had a lot of offensive rebounds in the second half. Just the aggressiveness that they have, making sure that they're not giving up on the ball when the shot goes up. But 26 offensive rebounds, 20 defensive rebounds. Ended up with seven turnovers in the game. A lot of those came in the second half as well. For Williston Trinity Christian, 11 of 31 from the field shooting. 35%, 13 total rebounds, and an alarming 21 turnovers, and that's just a testament of the defensive pressure that they faced from tip until the final buzzer. That our Redeemers, if they hang their hat on anything, they come out and they play really good team defense, and it's not just the starting five. We saw those 5 guys come in off the bench. The players come in, and that's one thing. As a bench player, that I'm expected to go out and play good hard defense, just like the starting 5, if I want to see time on the floor. So that's just a testament to Coach Tietz and his staff, that they really preach and the discipline of good hard man defense. And it doesn't matter if you're starting 5 or the guys coming off the bench. You're going to get the same effort defensively from our Redeemers Knights coach team by Tietz.
Take a look at our Sport Clip MVP of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips, with a haircut experience of an MVP available through Sport Clips. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP like their experience at Sport Clips. Check in with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. That MVP of the game, Junior Nolan Schmidt of our Redeemers Christian School, 26 points. 15 of those came in that third period. So Nolan Schmidt, the junior forward for the Knights, is your Sport Clip MVP of the game. Quickly, we bring you the move of the game, which is brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure, located on South Broadway in Minot, the perfect place to find a spa, sauna, or game for your rec room. And the move of the game is the defensive pressure that the Knights just put on you constantly. Again, doesn't matter who's in the game. They're up in your face, and they're creating turnovers, and they're defensively pressuring you and limiting your opportunities on the offensive end of the floor. So that defensive pressure, the move of the game, brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure. So Knights with the victory for third place. We have one more game to go. The championship, number 3, Central McLean, to take on number 4, Ray. Teams warming up. We'll take a quick break. We're back to bring you our pregame next here on PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Been in business for over 25 years.
Welcome back to the Castle at our Redeemers Christian School as we bring you the final game of the third annual Our Redeemers Boys Invitational Basketball Tournament. It's the championship, and it features the number 3 ranked Central McLean Cougars and the 4th ranked Ray Jays. Glad to have you along this evening. I'm Jonas Nelson, along with Corey McIver, Chad Olson on camera, as we welcome you to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. They're your locally owned oil change headquarters. 25 years, the Lundeen family taking care of folks through Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Stay in your car, drive through, get your oil changed in about 15 minutes or less typically. You can find them in Minot and Bismarck. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where local actually matters. Well, how do these two teams make it to the championship? Ray played in the first game of the tournament as they played 2 quarterfinals on Monday night, and the Jays with a win over South Prairie Max 88-71 yesterday in the semifinals, which we brought you here on PSP Network. The Jays get a win over the Crusaders of Williston Trinity Christian 75-44 to advance into the championship. Meanwhile, for Central McLean, ranked number 3 in the polls, they got a win over Tioga to start off the tournament in the first of 2 games on Tuesday night. 88-23 the final. Last night taking on number 1 ranked Our Redeemers, and it was the Cougars that outlast the Knights 57-54 to advance into tonight's championship game. Earlier today here at the tournament, 7th place goes to Surrey. The Mustangs defeat Tioga 61-28. Consolation Championship went to South Prairie Max as they defeated Partial 58-46. Third place game that just finished up, Our Redeemers takes third with a 90-31 win over Williston Trinity Christian, which leaves us now with our championship here at the Castle. Both teams come in with perfect 3-0 records on the year. Michael Bergstrom in his 13th season at the helm for the Ray Jays, assisted by Matt Ray, Arlie Larson, and Tyler Deering. They are currently tied in the poll this week. Take a look at that, brought to you by Sport Clips. The Ray Jays tied with Hankinson in this week's poll, tied for 4th. See Central McLean there at number 3. Our Redeemers was number 1 with North Border 2, and then Wilton Wing, Midway Minto, Rockford Cheyenne, and Mohall Lansford Sherwood teams receiving votes but not cracking that top 5. And with the results here in the tournament, that poll most likely will be changing quite a bit next week as the North Dakota Associated Press sportscasters and sports writers vote on that. Thanks again to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Stop in next time you need an oil change. You simply stay in your vehicle, drive through, and in about 15 minutes or less, you are on your way. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change, located in Minot and Bismarck. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change is where local actually matters. Take a look at the teams, rosters, starting lineups here for today's contest. The Ray Jays will start the same way they did yesterday, of course. Jace Becker gets the start. He is a 6'1" sophomore forward who wears number 0. Grady Parisic, number 1, a 5'10" senior forward. Blake Bergstrom, a 5'10" sophomore guard, wears number 2. Ty Barman, 6'3" freshman forward, wears number 5. And then Brody Seiner, a 6'1" senior forward, wears number 24. Bodie Donnelly, Colton Grove, Jaron Heldy, Zane Daniel, Landon Barman, Cooper Hayes, Archer Foss, Kelby Cooper, and Bridger Swanshara are the other Jays on the roster. Averaging on their 3 games, 81 points tonight offensively, defensively giving up 56.5. Meanwhile, for the Central McLean Cougars, ranked number 3 in that poll, Joey Anderson in his 21st season at the helm, assisted by Hunter Jacobs and Carl Williams. Their starters, Jace Utley, a 6'1" junior guard, wears number 2. Bridger Rittenbach, 6' senior guard, wears number 4. Ty McKeef, a 6'2" senior center, number 10. Ethan Hansen is a 5'11" sophomore guard, number 13. And Aiden Hansen, a 6'4" senior forward, wears number 22. The other Cougars on the roster, Jonas Christensen, Mason Skachenko, Chase Kinn, Jacob Wolf, Cooper Kittler, Gage Schlafman, Cutler Roost, Cannon Hunt, and Case Christensen. Jacob Wolf is due back right after Christmas here, December 26th, and they will welcome that 6' senior forward back. He was injured in a football camp back in June with his meniscus and an ACL tear, but will be due back right after Christmas here, so a welcome addition to the Cougars to welcome Jacob back here after the break. On the season, in the 3 games they played, the Cougars averaging 79.5 points a night, offensively giving up just 32 points per ball game. Key players to watch for the Ray Jays. Leading the way for them is Blake Bergstrom, the 5'10" sophomore guard. He had 26 points in the opening round, 23 in the semifinal win they had yesterday, and is averaging about 25 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists per game. In fact, 4 of the 5 starters for the Ray Jays averaging in double figures. Grady Parisic, the only one that's not, so pick your poison with them. They are lethal on the offensive end of the floor. Central McLean leading the way for them on the season so far, and especially here in the tournament, has been Aiden Hansen. Hansen was our player of the game yesterday in that win over our Redeemer, scoring 16 points to lead his team to victory. The 6'4" senior forward, averaging a double-double on the season at 23 points, 11 rebounds tonight. So it's the Jays and the Cougars here for the championship. If you're wondering about Central McLean, that's a co-op hosted by Turtle Lake Mercer, and also includes Underwood and McCluskey are the schools and communities involved in the Central McLean co-op. And as I mentioned, these 2 teams did play last year in the 3rd place game of this tournament, and And the Ray Jays picked up the win over Central McLean. 67-60 was the final in that game last year. Both teams advancing one extra game into the championship here tonight, as they will meet for all the marbles. Glad to have you along, and a big thank you to Valvoline Instant Oil Change, our pregame sponsor. 25 years lending family, taking care of folks through Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Stay in your car, drive through, get that oil changed and a safety check done in about 15 minutes. And you'll find them in Minot as well as Bismarck. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where local actually matters. Mike Holtz will be the lead official. He'll head into the center circle here. And we'll get things underway here in this championship game. Ray Jays will get the opening tap. Bergstrom with it. Blake into the lane. Whistle and a foul right away. Yes, number 13. That will go against Ethan Hansen. First foul of the ball game. So three-pointer for the Ray Jays, and they are up on the BNC Bank scoreboard. For the far side, they'll work it to Hansen. Aiden gets it into McKeef. The kick out near side, and an answering three back by Bridger Rittenbach. And we're tied at 3 on our BNC Bank scoreboard. Up top, pass to the near side to Bergstrom. Now in the corner, working inside is Becker. His pass tipped and stolen away. Hansen and Aiden got cut off there by Bergstrom and mishandled it and traveled. So a turnover on each team there. We'll give it right back to the Ray Jays.
Well, this is a great job by Bergstrom. They're hustling down the floor, and if you're not going to get in position to alter the shot or block the shot, just running past the guy, it's surprising how much that kind of will affect the rhythm of the shooter.
Drive down the right side, and Ty Barman puts in his first points of the night. 5-3 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 2-point advantage for the Ray Jays. With it far wing, that's Ethan Hansen. Lobs it into McKeef and tried to kick it out to the corner to Rittenbach. Rittenbach wasn't expecting it, and it's thrown away, and a turnover for the Cougars. Val Cyclery helping to bring you our broadcast downtown since 1960. E-bikes. They have bicycles, a sharpening service, fitness center, and much more at Val Cyclery. 3-ball straight away, rattles in and out for Jace Becker. Back comes the Cougars with it. Hansen near corner. McKeef in and out in the 3. Hansen crashing the boards, and Ethan will put it up and in. Tying us up at 5 apiece on that BNC Bank scoreboard. Barman handing off there, and they'll work it to Bergstrom, and now to the corner to Becker. Becker had it poked away. Loose, triple team, trying to clear himself, but reaching in is Hansen to tie him up in a held ball. Possession arrow will go the way of Central McLean, and that'll go as a Ray Jays turnover. Bones Barbecue Sauce bringing you this championship as well. Created and bottled right here in the state. A premium barbecue sauce. You'll find it at your local grocer, Cashwise, Marketplace, and Family Fare. A little over 2 minutes gone here in the first period. And Hansen's pass tipped away out of bounds by Becker. So Ethan Hansen will get it into Aiden. The senior makes a move, and a whistle and a foul as he got the defender Barman up in the air and came down on him. So Ty Barman, the freshman, picks up the first foul of the ball game for Ray. And Aiden Hansen will inbound. To Rittenbach, now to Ethan. To Aiden. Rittenbach, 3-ball, short, crashing the boards. McKeef tried to collect it. It goes into the hands of Ethan Hansen. He'll fire up a 3 from the near corner, and that one's good. 8-5, 3-point lead for Central McLean on our BNC Bank scoreboard. Trying to answer back from the near wing was Brody Seidler. Can't. Signer leaves it a little short. Here comes the Cougars. Aiden Hansen, 3. That one is good. Just like that, a 6-point advantage for Central McLean here. And the couple back-to-back threes, one by Ethan, one by Aiden. Bergstrom driving. Left it short as he was challenged at the hoop. Aiden Hansen collects the rebound. Hansen will bring it up. Work it up top and then right back to him. 3 from the near wing. Too hard that time for Jace Utley. Ray J's on the run. Into the lane. The pull-up runner off the glass won't go for Signer. 1 and done as the Cougars clear the rebound. McKeith off the glass. Bounces it in, does Ty. The senior picks up his first bucket. And just like that, it's an 8-point lead and a timeout by Michael Bergstrom of the Ray Jays.
Make at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Hey, thanks for tuning into our championship game, brought to you by the Aggie Foundation. They're one of our sponsors for the Player Performance of the Week, which you can vote on through our social media. Find out about their charitable work online at aggiefoundation.com. Jays with it, trailing by 8 here early in this first quarter, or halfway through the first quarter. In the lane, nice move, spinning back to his left. Jace Becker, as a sophomore, puts it high off the glass. 13-7, a lead of 6 for the Cougars. Down the lane goes Utley. He's cut off to McKeith. He'll penetrate, kicks to Ethan Hansen. 3 ball, got it again from the corner. And lead pushed back to 9, or up to 9 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's 16-7. Skip pass, wide open near side. Shot off the mark for Cooper Hayes, who came in at the timeout. Number 22 for the Jays, a freshman. Penetrate by Utley and the kick back up top. That 3 off the mark for Aiden Hansen. But a rebound by Ethan Hansen, fouled on the attempt. And that will go against Blake Bergstrom. His first, second team foul on the Jays. So Aiden Hansen inbounding at the baseline for Central McLean. In the corner to Rittenbach. Back to Hansen. To the wing, now spinning to the baseline. Kicks to McKeith in the corner. Long shot, won't go. Rebound battled for. Aiden Hansen comes out of there with it. He'll pull up near wing. 3 ball short. Signer collects for the Jays. Up ahead to Hayes. Back to Signer. Into the lane, and on the drive, foul called with 2:44 remaining here in the first quarter. Jace Utley picks up his first, second team foul on the Cougars. So Bergstrom inbounding in the baseline. They'll work it back around him on the wing. He'll drive baseline. The floater from 15 short. Rittenbach works it ahead on the wing to McKeith. Ty trying to feed Aiden Hansen. Stolen away by Barman. Up ahead to Signer. Gets by the defense and puts it up and in. Brody Signer, a half step on Rittenbach, got to the hoop first. And the lead is 7 now for the Ray Jays. Utley on top. Will feed it off to Ethan Hansen near side. Rittenbach, long 3 near side. That one is good. Raining threes from the Cougars here in the first quarter. That is their 5th made 3 of the period. And a double-digit lead now of 10. 19-9 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 1:45 remaining here in the first period. Bergstrom cut off at the free throw. Up top to Becker. Now Signer with it. Talk about the defensive pressure the Knights had. Cougars got the same thing going on here, but Signer connects on a 3 from the near wing.
Yeah, just watching the our Redeemers game and then the start of this one, you can see why that game against Central McLean last night was such a tight ball game. That both teams really come out and play really good man defense.
Approaching a minute to go here in this first period. Cougars with the ball, and Aiden Hansen trying to drive from the corner back to the wing, and a whistle and a foul. That'll be the second against Ty Barman. Third team foul on Ray. So Hansen will inbound on the baseline. New shot clock. Gets it into Utley, and Jace will take it to the point. Now passing back to Hansen. Nifty move, driving to the hoop. Decides to kick it out to McKeeve. Ty caught in the corner, gets by Hayes. Now loses it underneath. And Bergstrom will reach in as he lost it on the floor. Tie him up. It'll be a held ball, and that'll go as a Cougar turnover. Off the bench, in for head coach Joy Anderson for the Cougars. It's number 15, Jonas Christensen, a 6'1" junior. And Barman will come out of the lineup for the Ray Jays. And his number 1, Grady Parisic back in. Hayes up top to Bergstrom, long 3. No, rebound, Aiden Hansen for Central McLean. Difference of a couple seconds between game and shot clock here into the first period. Cougars trail by 7. Into Aiden Hansen, double teamed, a kick out. Christensen near side, short on the 3. Rebound secured by Jace Becker. Gets it to Bergstrom with 14 seconds to go in the period. He'll bring it across the line down to 10. Blake working against Ethan Hansen. His runner in the lane, blocked. Rebound taken out of there by Rittenbach. Rittenbach crossing half court on the run, too hard off the glass. First period of the book is in the championship. And after 1, the Ray Jays leading by 7.
Why have so many people made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store? It could be the quality of the Arco fuel, the great selection of snacks, drinks, and convenience items, the amazing touchless car wash, including their monthly car wash club, the clean restrooms, or the free air. Most of all, it's the warm, friendly customer service. See for yourself at Dakota Square Arco, 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in Minot.
Welcome back to the Castle. I misspoke going into the break. The Cougars lead by 7, not the Jays. Scoreboard is correct, 19-12. Central McLean with the ball, starting the period. Aiden Hansen inside, got loose, but went to kick it out to Ethan. Ethan lost it, and then it was picked up by Jace Becker. He fell down and traveled. So back-to-back turnovers on the teams. Net result, Aiden Hansen will inbound for Central McLean on the baseline. Gets it into Utley. He'll get to Rittenbach in the corner. Back to Utley. The lob down to Hansen. Kick out to Christensen. Around up top, into the elbow, and back to Hansen. Drives by, gets to the hoop, and scores.
That was good ball movement there by the Cougars around the perimeter, and they were able to drive and penetrate and left Hansen open there on the baseline. He was able to convert on that, but good ball movement there by Central McLean.
Bergstrom will skip it across to Signer on the far wing. Looks to penetrate into the elbow. His 15-foot pull-up shot, no good. Christensen clears for the Cougars. Here comes Bridger Rittenbach, the senior. Around to the near corner to Utley. Back underneath to Hansen. The kick out. Long 2 from the top. Up and good by Rittenbach. lead 11. 11-point lead for Central McLean. 90 seconds gone here in period number 2. Becker with a tough drive into the lane, and Jace will get it to go.
That was a good hard move, and then post entry and down in the block. You don't see that too often, guys. Just kind of like the battle in there down low, but a great job of getting position and getting that free arm up to kind of shield the defender away from the shot.
Rittenbach decides to pass to Utley on the right wing, looks inside of Cutters, gets to Hansen, cutting to the corner. The skip. Christensen near side, and Jonas got a 3. 12-point advantage on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Hard drive by Barman down the left side, and a whistle and a foul called. This one will be whistled against Aiden Hansen of Central McLean. His first, team's first. So Blake Bergs from the sophomore to inbounds, and a nice backdoor cut by Becker to get the hoop. Lead cut down to 10. Thanks to Farstate Oil for their sponsorship for all your mobile lubricant DEF needs, as well as your wholesale fuel needs. Contact Farstate Oil, serving the area since 1938. Ethan Hansen to the corner to Christensen, now to Aiden on the block. Working there against Barman, the kick out. Christensen, 3, got it from the corner. Back-to-back threes from Christensen, one from the near side, one from the far corner.
Yeah, great job by Christensen, just kind of floating around the three-point line, kicking out or kicking into the post entry and being able to kind of find a spot there for a kick out 3.
So a miss by the Jays, and back comes Central McLean, leading by 13, looking to add on here, but Christensen gets called on an offensive charging foul. His first, team's second of the quarter. Hayes back in for the Jays, as out will come Parisic. McKeef comes back into the lineup for the Cougars. And Ray with the ball, looking to cut into this lead. Signer driving down the right side, slipped and fell down. Traveling is called, and that'll be a turnover on Ray. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Across the line, Rittenbach gets it ahead to Aiden Hansen. McKeef tries a 3. No good. Signer collects, and Ray comes back. Signer all the way into the lane and will draw the fouls. He tried the scoop layup. Free throws upcoming as the foul whistled against Jace Utley, and that'll be number 2 on him. 3rd of the quarter. So Brody Signer, 18 points in the opening round. He had 9 in their win last night. 5 points tonight on a 2 and a 3. Missed on the free throw, and he'll get 1 more. ServPro 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology. Whenever you need fire, water, restoration, or cleanup, contact our friends at ServPro. (29-17), lead at 12. Aiden Hansen working on the baseline, cut off there. Working against Barman. Passes to McKeef, he'll give him a screen, tie around that. With the kick out, top of the key right, 3 ball up and good for Jace Utley. 32-17, a lead of 15 as Becker penetrates, he'll put it up and in. 6 in the quarter now for Jace.
Yeah, neither team wasting a whole lot of time or using a whole lot of the shot clock. They like to get the ball going and like to transition down the floor and take the first open look they got.
Ethan Hansen, no, in and out on the 3. A rebound secured by Brody Signer. He'll run into the lane, puts up the floater and missed. Well, right back to the ServPro free throw line will go Signer as the Cougar foul is whistled against Jace Utley, and that's 3 on him. 4th team foul. So Brody Signer at the ServPro free throw line. Good free throw shooter, 80%. Utley will come out with those 3 personal fouls. Jonas Christensen back in for head coach Joey Anderson. Meanwhile, Signer good on both at the free throw line. Lead is 11 for the Cougars. A little token full court pressure now put on by Ray. Across the timeline, the pass to Christensen. Now ahead to Rittenbach. Around to McKeef. Looks inside. Aiden Hansen covered up, so he'll hand off to Ethan, dribbling around to the top of the key. Aiden. Backdoor cut by McKeef, and he got it. Nice play.
It's good recognition there. He saw his defender kind of go off and try to get the steal and was able to go backdoor on that layup.
Ethan Hansen with a steal. He'll go end to end and miss the layup, but he was fouled. He'll head to the Serve Pro free throw line. 2:51 remaining in the half. Whistle this one against Cooper Hayes. His first of the quarter against Ray. So Ethan Hansen, the 5'11 sophomore at the Serve Pro free throw line. Averaging 10.5 points tonight, had 9 yesterday in their win. Second one, up and good. $14 the advantage at 35-21 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Becker made 3, count it, and then a foul called as knocked to the floor was Grady Parizek. So count the bucket by Becker. Foul's going to be whistled against Ty McKeef. That'll be his first, 5th team foul. So Grady Parizek, the senior, will head to the Serve Pro free throw line. He'll get 2 free throws. This could be a 5-point possession here on this end of the floor. Parizek makes the first. One more. Good on that one as well. So it is 5 points on a made 3 by Becker and the 2 free throws by Parizek. Lead is down to 9. Rittenbach ahead to Aiden Hansen. Now to Ethan. Christensen tried to feed it back to Hansen, but Becker jumps in the passing lane, pokes it out of bounds. 22 on the shot clock for the Cougars as Aiden Hansen will inbound. Lobs it out top. Jonas Christensen will run it down, gives it off to Bridger Rittenbach. Now a screen to Hansen and back to Rittenbach. To Ethan Hansen. 10 on the shot clock. The lob down to Aiden Hansen. Double team, but kicks it back up top. Rittenbach, 3-ball inside out game. Booyah!
Yeah, that was a great job by Hansen to recognize where the double team is coming from and where the open shooter is going to be at. An even better job of just catching and shooting that right away. Don't let the defense come over and reestablish anything.
Here's Ty Barman on the attack into the lane. That rolls off the rim. And Ethan Hansen will collect for the Cougars. Up ahead to Aiden. Christensen in the corner open, but he left it short. A rebound off the Jays and out of bounds. Minute 41 to go in the half. Lead of a dozen here for Central McLean. Ethan Hansen will inbound. Gets it into McKeef. Hands back to Ethan in the corner. Now up top to Christensen and to Rittenbach. Aiden Hansen working against Barman all the way to the hole, and he scored.
Good strong move there from the left wing, driving all the way to the basket.
Signer the other way on the drive will draw the foul. He'll head to the Serve Pro free throw line. Foul will be whistled against Jonas Christensen. His second, 6th team foul of the quarter, so 2 free throws for Brody Signer. Misfires on the first. Cooper Hayes back into the lineup for the Jays. Parizek will get a rest on the bench. 80 seconds remaining here in the first half. 1 of 2 from the Servpro free throw line that time. For Seiner, 13 the advantage for the Cougars. Rittenbach going to pull up and pass. Slapped out of his hand by Ty Barman. So it'll stay with the Cougars, and Ethan Hansen will inbound to Aiden. Aiden, the senior, directing a little traffic, sending Ethan to the point. Ethan, a sophomore. Now McKeef has it. Back to Rittenbach. To Ethan Hansen. Christensen near wing, looks at Hansen, cutting to the corner, gets it to him. 7 on the shot clock. Back to Aiden. 4-3. Hard drive down the right side. And falling down, made the layup. But they're going to call the foul before that on a block that was by Ty Barman. That'll be 3 on Ty. Second team foul. So Barman will come out. Parisic back in. Ethan Hansen to inbound on the baseline. New shot clock for the Cougars. Inbounds is tipped and stolen by Bergstrom. Blake racing up the court, stolen right back from behind by Ethan Hansen. Kicks to Aiden. He'll drive in the lane. Kicks out to McKeef. To Christensen. 3 ball. Got it. Jonas Christensen with his third 3 of the quarter. And 16 the advantage now for Central McLean. Hayes. Kick out. Seiner. 3. No. Can't answer back. Parisic rebound. His putback. That rolls in. Grady Parisic with a second chance points. Final seconds of the period. McKeef, 3, no. Rebound, battled for, out of bounds with 2.5 seconds to go, and it will go to Ray. So Brody Seiner will inbound on the baseline with 2.5 seconds to play. Some full court pressure to Hayes from 3/4 court, well short at the horn. Halftime of the championship game here at the R. Redeemers Invitational Tournament. It's the Central McLean Cougars leading by 14.
Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Breathe in. I can't believe I wrecked my car. There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Championship game of the Our Redeemers tournament. At the half, Central McLean with a 14-point lead over the Ray Jays. Welcome into our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. Accidents happen, it's just a part of life. So when it happens to you, choose Jerome's Collision Center. They take care of you and your vehicle. Service is something they take seriously. Their mission to get you back in your car as soon as they can without sacrificing the quality of your repair. Trusted expert since 1975, Jerome's Collision Center, located at North Broadway across from the airport, or call 701-852-5126. Well, Cougars with the lead here at half. 6 players in the scorebook for them, and leading the way is Bridger Rittenbach with 11. Ethan Hayes has 9, and so does Jonas Christensen off the bench with 9. 7 scored by Aiden Hansen. 4 points for Ty McKeith, 3 for Jace Utley. All 5 starters in the scorebook for the Ray Jays, led by Jace Becker with 11. Brody Siner, 9 points. 4 for Grady Parisic. It's Blake Bergstrom with 3 and 2 for Ty Barman. 19-12 at the end of the first quarter in favor of the Cougars. Central McLean outscoring Ray 24-17 in the second to lead 43-29 here at the break. 8 fouls whistled against the Cougars. 3 of those went on Jace Utley, 2 on Jonas Christensen, and 1 each on Ty McKeith, Ethan Hansen, and Aiden Hansen. The Ray Jays commit 5 fouls in the first half. 3 of those went on Ty Barman, and then 1 each on Blake Bergstrom and Cooper Hayes. Tied at 3, we were tied at 5. The only lead for the Ray Jays was the first bucket. They led 3-0. That's their biggest lead so far on the night, and the largest lead for Central McLean is been 16 points here late in the second period. Look at team stats. Corey McIver has details on that.
All right, we'll take a look at Central McLean first. Shooting in the first half, 16 of 28 from the field for 57%. They were a perfect 6 of 6 inside the three-point line, so that was kind of nice. And then 10 of 22 from the three-point line. They were, they didn't see, they definitely didn't see a three-point shot they didn't like, so they were firing it up left and right. 10 of 22 for 45%. That's pretty good percentage there, shooting behind the arc. Rebound-wise, in the first half, 4 offensive rebounds, 11 defensive rebounds for a total of 15, and 6 turnovers. And with the style of tempo of play that both teams are playing, you're going to see the turnovers are going to be a little high because they're going to be, they're going to be going, they're going to be making passes, and both defenses are doing a great job of pressuring one another. So you're going to see turnovers may even play a factor down the stretch in this game as well too. So whichever defense can cause the most, or whichever team can kind of clean it up a little bit. As far as the Ray Jays are concerned, shooting for them in the first half, 10 of 21, 48%, 7 of 13, 2-point for 54, and then 3 of 9 from behind the arc for 33%. 8 total rebounds for them in the first half, with 6 turnovers as well. So again, both teams kind of evenly matched. Central McLean has been kind of able to get out a little bit of a lead, but give credit to Ray. They've been fighting back and forth. The Becker kid for Ray has really kind of put it on his shoulders a little bit there down the stretch in the second quarter. I see them kind of heavily leaning on them as well too, but I've been really impressed with both teams and how well they're moving the ball around the perimeter, taking advantage of some mismatches, the quick ball movement, and then guys being able to get downhill to the basket. But then more importantly, realizing that, hey, I'm not going to be able to get the layup, so I'm going to stop and I'm going to try to find one of these sharpshooters that are out there patrolling the three-point line, and I'm going to give a kick-out pass to them, because more times than not, you make that extra pass to an open shooter, more times than not, it's going to go in.
Earlier today, 7th place went to Surrey, winning over Tioga 61-28. Consolation championship to South Prairie Max, defeating Partial 58-46. 3rd place, Our Redeemers defeats Williston Trinity Christian 90-31. And here in the championship, Central McLean leading here at the half. Thanks again to Jerome's Collision Center, located on North Broadway, across from the airport. Next time you need collision repair, contact Jerome's Collision Center. Here we go with the 3rd quarter. Inside, they'll work it to Becker, and Becker makes a move but missed the shot. Rebound taken by Jace Utley. Finds Aiden Hansen wide open under the bucket. 9 in the ball game for him now, as that lead expands back to 16 points. 16. Up top, Ty Barman tries a 3. That one is good for the freshman. His 2nd bucket of the ball game. Scored a 2 back in the first period, but hasn't scored since. Bridger Rittenbach with it to Ethan Hansen, the left side. Skip pass. Tip back to the near side. Rittenbach 3. No. McKeef runs down the rebound. And then Utley's pass stolen away by the Jays. Here comes Bergstrom with it up the near side. To Becker. To Signer. Back to Bergstrom. He'll launch a 3. Just a little hard. Rebound to McKeef. Long 3 from the wing. Had time to think about it. No for Rittenbach. Hansen can't connect. Jay's on the run. Becker, the kick out. Barman again. No, short this time. The rebound though. Signer, and his reverse with the left hand is good. 5-2, the tally in favor of the Jays here to start the period. 45-34, and the Ray J fans across the way trying to urge their team on, but Aiden Hansen squelches that with another bucket from the right block. Ahead, Barman behind the defense scores. Forget the shot clock. We don't need it in this game. These two teams like to push the action as much as they can. McKeef driving along the baseline against Parizhik, who falls down, so he sizes up a shot from 2. No. Rebound, rolls to the baseline, saved by Parizhik on a knee, and we'll get it to Jace Becker. Long pass ahead to Barman. Back to Becker. To Barman. To Becker. The 2-man game, and the 3 up and good for Jace Becker. 4. Jays have outscored the Cougars here to start the period. Single-digit lead now at 8. Head coach Bergstrom probably had a few impassioned words for his Jays in the locker room. But Aiden Hansen with a rebound on the putback. He's got all 6 of the Cougar points in the period. Lead back to 10. 49-39. Bergstrom on the drive. The floater in the lane from 14. No. Ethan Hansen gets the rebound, racing up the near side. Now lost it, crossing half court. It's picked off. Bergstrom on the drive. Kicks to Pregame down the lane, but he missed the layup. McKeef rebounds, and head coach Joey Anderson of the Cougars says, let's take a break. 4.5 to play in the third. Cougars lead by 10.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
If you're in the Minot area and looking for a rental, start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town, apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
Ethan Hansen will inbound for the Cougars. That's it into Aiden. They're up by 10 points here. Christensen back into the game. They'll work it down to Aiden Hansen on the block. Rolls around and it pops out. McKeef battling for the rebound on the weak side. And a foul will be called against Ty Barman of the Jays. That will be trouble for Ty. The freshman picks up his 4th. First of the quarter. So Grady Pregame in. Barman will have to ride the pine, so to speak, here for probably the rest of the period at least. The inbounds to the corner. The 3, no good for Utley. Rebound, McKeef, the kick out. Christensen, no on the 3. And on the rebound, a foul called on the floor. This will go against Ray, and it'll be on Brody Seiner. His first, second team of the quarter. So once again, Aiden Hansen to inbound. To Christensen. Back to Utley, driving in the lane. His floater is up and good for Jace. Lead of a dozen now again for Central McLean here. Halfway through period number 3. Becker with the 3. No, short. Jonas Christensen rebounds, and here come the Cougars. Utley to Ty McKeef in the corner. Back up to Christensen at top. To McKeef, back to Christensen. The little give and go. Reverse layup. No, won't go. Rebound taken by Cooper Hayes. Here comes Ray looking to cut into that lead. They've done a little bit of that, but the Cougars have answered right back. Becker up top, long 3. Bergstrom short. Rebound, though, comes out to Hayes on the near side. Becker had it poked away from behind. Loose ball and a held ball. Seiner had a piece. Utley had a piece. It'll be a possession arrow that points the way of Central McLean this time, and that'll be a Ray turnover. Thanks to Planet Pizza for their sponsorship. Best pizza on the planet is Planet Pizza. Call for delivery now at 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza. Christensen gets loose inside, flips it over to Ethan Hansen, and Hansen will get the layup. Just like that, back to 14, the advantage. Just like it was at halftime. Bergstrom, nice stop and go move, gets by Hansen and scores a layup.
Yeah, that was a really good job going baseline and then paused and was anticipating some kind of help to drop down, and nobody was there, so he just kept on going to the layup. So kind of miscommunication there by Central McLean.
Christensen no good. Hayes with it for the Jays. To Becker. Bergstrom on the drive again. The floater short. Bergstrom 26 in the opening round win. 23 yesterday, was one of our MVPs of the game, but just 5 points on 2 made buckets for Blake Bergstrom for Ray so far. Skip. Christensen tries a 3, too hard. McKeef another chance on the baseline. His short shot off the rim. The rebound tipped, and Bergstrom will collect in the corner. Racing up with Aiden Hansen on his hip. Gives off to Signer. Brody, hard drive to the hole. Finger roll is a thing of beauty. 6 in the quarter for Brody. 10-point game, 53-43, 90 seconds remaining in the third period of this championship game. Jonas Christensen. And a reach-in foul will be called against Cooper Hayes. That'll be 2 on him. Third of the quarter. Berizic out. Colton Grove, 6'1" senior, number 4 for Ray for the first time in today for head coach Michael Bergstrom. Ethan Hansen to Christensen, cutting to the point. Back to Ethan. Jace Utley gets by Signer. Pull up on the block. No, got it back. Quickly around the horn. Ethan Hansen's 3. Bingo from the far side. His third made 3. And 13 is the advantage. Tipped away as the ball up the sideline. Hayes will inbound for Ray. To Brody Signer. Under a minute to go here in the third. Bergstrom 3 ball. Got that one. 5 in the quarter. 8 on the ball game now for Bergstrom. Lead is 10. Skip pass to Christensen on the near wing. To Aiden Hansen on the elbow. To Ethan. He'll drive down the lane. Gives it back to Aiden. Stripped of the ball. Here comes Bergstrom on the run, trying to beat 2 Cougars. His floater up and good. Final seconds of the period, ticking away. Lead down to single digits. Aiden Hansen with 8, 7, dribbling to the far side. Throws it off the defender. Picked up by McKeef. Back to Aiden. Long 2 off the horn, or off the rim at the horn. 3 in the books. Ray Jays have cut into what was a 14-point halftime lead. It's down to 8 after 3 quarters.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Why have so many people made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store? It could be the quality of the Arco fuel, the great selection of snacks, drinks, and convenience items, the amazing touchless car wash, including their monthly car wash club, the clean restrooms, or the free air. Most of all, it's the warm, friendly customer service. See for yourself at Dakota Square Arco, 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in Minot.
Coverage of the championship game brought to you by Minot State University. Over 100 areas of study. Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. Ray with the ball, driving his barman, missed the shot, and the rebound taken by Ethan Hansen. 8-point game, +6 in the quarter for the Ray Jays. 19-13, they outscored the Cougars. Ethan Hansen near corner, he'll pop another 3. 17 now for Ethan, and his 4th made 3 of the night. Just like that, the lead back to 11. Signer around the horn, they'll work it to Bergstrom. Now Becker on the drive, stops on the block, puts it up and in. He's had a really nice game. 16 for Jace, the sophomore forward. 9-point game. Aiden Hansen back up top to Rittenbach. Into Aiden, spinning, left it short, and here's Blake Bergstrom on the rebound, running up court on the dribble, going against Ethan Hansen into the lane, and a whistle and a foul on the drive.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Ray here in this 4th quarter. They're going to really take advantage of getting the ball down the floor and then getting to the basket, and they're going to force Central McLean to play defense. And if not, they're going to foul, and they're going to put Ray at the free throw line here down the stretch where they want to be.
Bergstrom short on that 3. Ty McKeith collects for the Cougars. 59-50. Central McLean leading in this one. Utley stops and pops, can't connect. Ty McKeith was on the back of Parizhik to get that rebound, and Ty will pick up that foul. Second team foul. My referee friends tell me it's not over the back, it's on the back. That's what Ty was in that case. Can go up and over a player to get a rebound, but you just can't go on their back. Here's Becker. Nice spin move back to the baseline. Cut off, though. Kicks back up top. Signer will try a 3, and he got it. Brody Signer. 18 of the ball game for Brody. His 2nd made 3. And lead down to 6 for Central McLean. McKeith into Aiden Hansen. Kick out. Ethan, another 3. Yes, sir. Ethan Hansen has been golden from downtown for the Cougars. Every time a little run by Ray, Central McLean responds back. Becker with the kick out. Bergstrom lobs it up to Barman. Ty, hard drive down the lane. Scoop layup is a nifty little one for the freshman. That was a nice little move there, kind of off balance, away from the basket. Was able to kind of stretch up with the hand and put it in. But like you said, they get on a little bit of run, and Central McLean finds a way to get a bucket to kind of stop it a little bit. Hansen kicks back to Rittenbach. Now to Aiden again on the elbow. To Utley. Trying to drive down the lane. Cut off. Rittenbach, 3 ball. No, short. Rebound, out of bounds. Last touched by the Cougars, they'll say. Just under 5 minutes to play here in this championship game. Parizhik will check out. Is back in for the Jays is Cooper Hayes, the 5'11 freshman, number 22. 7-point game. Chase Becker into the lane, and he traveled as he made that hard drive and cut back and spin move. Yeah, he did the best he could to kind of plant, but he kind of ended up kind of dragging that pivot foot a little bit before he was able to kind of spin. But you're gonna see here down the stretch. Obviously, you know, Becker's gonna have his hands on the ball for Ray, and the Hansen brothers are going to be as well. So I've enjoyed watching this little matchup with Becker guarding Hansen there. It's been kind of fun to watch here in the second half. Aiden Hansen gets by him this time with a scoop left-handed layup. The senior now at 15 points. And once again, his team up by 9. Bergstrom lost it in the lane. Turnover. Here comes Utley on the run, ahead to Christensen on the wing. Jonas will lob it back up top to Bridger Rittenbach. To Utley. Hansen kicks out. Rittenbach, 3 ball, in and out, and the rebound taken down by Signer. Hayes on the run, will flip it back to Signer. He'll find room, goes all the way to the hole, and the reverse is good. Brody with a nice drive, pulls his team within 7 again. Just over 3.5 to go in this championship game. Aiden Hansen to Ethan. Ethan driving into the block and cut off. Feeds back to Aiden. The kick out to Rittenbach, will hand off to Utley. Try to get it back to Aiden. Double team, tipped away, and here comes Signer on the run. Back around, Ty Barman. Yes, indeed, from the big man. 4-point game. 3 minutes to go. 64-60. Cougars have led by as much as 16. It's down to 4. Hanson to Utley, to Ethan. And Joey Anderson of the Cougars wants a timeout. We'll take a First International Bank and Trust timeout.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Today's championship brought to you by the UPS Store for all your packing and shipping needs in Marketplace Foods Plaza on South Broadway in Minot. And BSN for branding, fanware, and much more. Contact your local BSN sales pro. Into the corner of the pass to Rittenbach. Whistle, foul, and that'll be it for Ty Barman. The freshman will foul out. That'll be his 5th. First of the quarter. And he will foul out with 10 points on the ball game. 2:40 to play in the game as he exits. Hayes comes in. Or Parisic comes in, and Christensen dribbling had it poked away. Ty McKeef in for Christensen in the Cougar lineup here with just about 2.5 to play. Thanks also goes out to Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dillon. Ethan Hansen, the stop and a pop as Bergstrom falls to the floor. Lead back to 6. 2-possession game here. 66-60. Bergstrom working against Ethan Hansen. Cut off on the block. As Hayes trying to go baseline, but Parisic setting a screen got pushed and put down. Aiden Hansen with the foul. Second on him, 3rd team. Bergstrom inbounding to Becker. The back cut in the lane, missed it. McKeef rebounds. There's Aiden Hansen on the run. Kick out, Utley, 3-ball, no. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Ray with 2:01 to go. Things get intense in the castle. Aiden Hansen gets it in to Rittenbach. Back to Aiden. Working against Becker. Flips it up top to McKeef. Aiden, high post. The kick out to Ethan. Ethan dribbling around, now leaves it to Utley. Back to Ethan, almost a steal by Parisic. Long 3 for Rittenbach, off the iron, and will go out of bounds. So good defense by the Jays that time. Force a probably ill-advised shot from deep. And chance for the Jays again to cut into this 6-point lead with 97 seconds to go in the game. Becker hands off to Signer. Back to Jace. Drives into the lane, cut off there. Nice backdoor cut by Pregame, and he'll put it in. Good find.
That was a great job. Both teams like to shoot the three, especially Ray, so Central McLean was aware of that, and then Pregame was able just to kind of sneak behind everybody for that nice layup.
4-point game. Minute 8 remaining in the ball game. Or should I say regulation? Who knows with this one? Aiden Hansen drives. Cut off by Becker. Still working. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Ethan Hansen finds an open spot and puts it in. 10 in the quarter for Ethan, and the lead back to 6. Whistle and a foul. And this one whistled against Ethan Hansen. Will be his third, 4th of the quarter. So Blake Bergstrom will inbound. Right by his coaches. To Jace Becker. Becker into the lane, spinning there, working against McKeith. Fadeaway shot from the block, no. Aiden Hansen gets the rebound, and then Pregame trying to steal the ball away. Got him on the shoulder. Grady picks up his first foul. It's the second in the quarter on Ray, and a timeout taken by the Jays. 34 seconds to go. Cougars lead by 6.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
Broadcast coverage tonight on PSP Network. Brought to you in part by Verendry Electric Cooperative, your local electric cooperative. Farstead Oil can help you out with all your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricant, and DEF needs. We thank Bones Barbecue Sauce and also the Aggie Foundation. Find out about their charitable work at aggiefoundation.com. Aiden Hansen will inbound. In backcourt, full court pressure. His team up by 6 to Ethan Hansen, and the foul committed immediately by Pregame. That'll be a second, only the 3rd team foul. So now 2 more fouls will need to be committed by Ray before the Cougars shoot. Back into Ethan again. Dribbling a little bit, getting by Bergstrom. And still no foul. Finally, was it a 10-second call or a timeout?
No, I think he got the timeout called in time.
And now, before the 10-second call, yeah, they're going to call Joey Anderson. And then a technical foul is going to be assessed as well.
Foul has been assessed to Brody Steiner, 3rd personal 14 foul.
So the timeout for 30 seconds for Central McLean. Six-point game, 23 seconds remaining on the clock.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised there were Ray didn't with those, a foul to give. You're going to put him in the free throw line, but you still want to save some clock there. I was kind of surprised they didn't come out and foul there right away, and maybe hoping they could have good enough ball pressure to get a 10-second. Almost did, had not been for that timeout called late, and you don't really know what happened there to result in that technical foul. But I'm sure maybe some frustration or something let out by the player. But 2 big free throws. We talked about it in the first game, how free throws are kind of crucial, and this is a good example of a tight ball game down the stretch where free throws are going to give you a little bit more of a comfortable lead, up 8, and you got the ball here. So now Ray is going to have no choice but to foul as soon as this ball is inbounded.
So the inbounds goes to Jay Sutley, and he's fouled immediately.
Jay fouls number 4, Colton Girl, that's his first personal 15 foul.
Colton Grove with the foul. That'll be 5 team fouls. So to the Serve Pro free throw line will go Utley. Whenever you need fire, water, restoration, cleanup, or construction, Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, and advanced technology. Utley misses the first. 8-point game.
Just get done praising him for making 2 free throws during the technical, and they come out and miss the first one.
1 of 2 for Utley at the Serve Pro free throw line. 9-point game. Turnover ahead to Aiden Hansen. And Aiden will not shoot the ball. He'll instead run clock as they bring it out. And that will be the final seconds ticking off. And the Central McLean Cougars are the champions of the Our Redeemers tournament this year. The Cougars win 71-62 over the Ray Jays. Our post game is coming up next here on PSP Network.
Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Buchanans, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Clean it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Welcome back to the Castle here at Our Redeemers Christian School. It's our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report. as the Central McLean Cougars knock off the #1 team in the state, our Redeemers, in the semifinals last night. They take care of the 4th-ranked Ray Jays today and win 71-62 to win the tournament here. And our first order of business, the Sport Clip MVP of the game. If I can push the right button, there we go. Sport Clip MVP of the game, Ethan Hansen of the Central McLean Cougars. I have you down for 24 points on the night. 2, 3, 4, 5 made threes on the night. What was working for you tonight, especially from three-point range? I mean, not only you, but the whole team seemed like they were just draining three-point buckets.
Just getting the ball into Aiden, and then just having him kick it out to us.
Yeah.
Just get wide open threes for us.
Yeah. Well, this was a tough-fought game. Talk a little bit about working against this Ray Jays team. It seemed like they would make a run, but then you guys would answer back every time, wouldn't you?
Yeah. We just have to face adversity and just come through all that stuff and just push the ball and stuff.
So what's it like to play for Coach Anderson? I mean, he's done this for a long time and seen a lot of basketball, coached a lot of successful basketball. So what's it like to play for him?
It's great. I mean, he's a good coach. He knows what he's doing, and it helps us when we're out on the court.
Well, congratulations, our Sport Clip MVP of the game. They're waiting for you on a team picture, so you can run down there, and congratulations on the victory.
Thanks.
All right, Ethan Hansen is our Sport Clip MVP of the game. Congratulations to him. Sport Clips is home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel quite like an MVP like Sport Clips. You can check in with a hairstylist at sportclips.com. All righty. Corey McIver rejoins me here as we continue with our post game, and we thank our sponsors. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farmer business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. You can learn more online at planningteam.com, and also thanks to Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. You can stop in and order from their delicious menu or order online, shotscrossroads.com. And remember, team buses are always welcome no matter the size. Located on the bypass here in Minot, Shots Crossroads. Individual scoring in the ball game, as I mentioned, our Sport Clip MVP of the game, sophomore Ethan Hansen, 24 points on the night, including 5 made threes. He had 10 of those 24 in that fourth period to help secure the victory for him. His older brother, Aiden, who, congratulations to him, they announced post-game here that he was named the tournament MVP. So Aiden, the senior, 15 points on the ball game for him. Bridger Rittenbach was also in double figures with 13. Jonas Christensen, 9 on 3 made threes. Ty McKeef with 4 points. Jay Sutley had 6. So those 6 players in the book for the Cougars. The starting 5 in the scorebook for the Ray Jays, led by 20 points by Brody Signer. Signer has 20, 10 for Ty Barman. He fouled out with 2:40 to go. Blake Bergstrom with 10 points tonight and 16 for Jace Becker. 6 scored for Grady Parisic for their total of 62. It was 19-12 in favor of the Cougars after one period. Central McLean outscoring Ray 24-17 in the second period, so they led 43-29 at halftime. Third period, Jays come out of the locker room and outscore the Cougars 19-13, 56-48 after 3 periods. Cougars outscore the Jays by a point, though, 15-14 here in the final to win 71-62 here tonight. 13 fouls whistled against the Ray Jays, and again was Ty Barman, the freshman forward, that did foul out of the ball game for them. Meanwhile, for Central McLean, they are whistled for 12 fouls on the night. Nobody fouls out of the ball game for them. And let's look at some of the team stats. And Corey McIver has details on that.
All right, take a look at Central McLean. Shooting wise, for the game, they were 27 of 60 for 45%. 14 of 24 from 2-point, 58%, and 13 of 36 from the 3-point line for 36%. 30 total rebounds for them. 19 defensive rebounds, 11 offensive rebounds, 10 turnovers for the game. For the Cougars. For the Ray Jays, they were 24 of 41 shooting from the for the game, 59%, 16 of 22. 2-point field goals for 72%, 8 of 19 from the 3-point line for 42%, 20 rebounds for them, 17 defensive, 3 offensive, and then 10 turnovers for them as well for the game. So overall, I think it was a very exciting, fast-paced, up-tempo, offensive-laden game for both teams. You'd like to think that the way these two teams play and the way their trajectory is for the season, man, it would be really nice to see them match up again come the middle of March here at the Dome at the state tournament. I think I think both teams have a good shot of doing that. I think they're the youth for Ray is just unbelievable. That the amount of underclassmen they have that contribute at such a high level for them. That's just scary for that area out there, that district and region out there, that they're going to have to contend with this team for the next couple years. But kudos to Central McLean as well. They played really well. That's 2 really grueling games that they played last night against our Redeemers, and then to finally pull away from a Ray team that just would not go away in the second half, and it just seemed like that Central McLean had an answer every time that Ray went on a little bit of a run, whether it was Ethan or his brother Aiden or somebody else kind of stepped up, and when Ray had it in single digits as the lead went down, and for Central McLean to come back and hit a shot when they needed it, that was that's just something that as a coach you just hope that you have your team in that position, and they know how to handle a tight ball games down the stretch, because those things, if you handle it now in December, you're going to be able to handle it in late January and February come tournament time.
Free throw wise, 4 of 6 for Central McLean for 67%. All of those occurred, or most of those occurred, I guess, in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, for the Ray Jays, they were 6 of 8 from the Serve Pro free throw line for 75%. Cougars improved to 4-0 on the year, and it'll be the Ray Jays falling to 3-1 on the season with a loss here tonight. We do our Move of the Game, brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure. Time to stop into Magic City Home Leisure on South Broadway and find a massive inventory and a great sales team that'll help you find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room. Magic City Home Leisure. Move of the game.
I'm just going to go with the fact that Central McLean was able to take control of the game when they needed to, when it needed to be done down the stretch. And like I said earlier, with Ray going on a run, Central McLean able to get that bucket that they needed to kind of keep that lead where it was at and not let it get down, because you guys, we all heard it, this gym was getting loud and rowdy when Ray was making their run, and you just knew if Central McLean was going to miss a few more shots, Ray was going to go down and hit a 3 or just keep chipping away at that lead, and then it was really going to be all hands on deck. But the poise that Central McLean showed down the stretch when they needed a bucket or they needed to stop, they were able to get it.
Yeah, they led by as many as 16 in the ball game. The latest was 45 to 29 that they led. So they led by as many as 16, and then the closest Ray got there was down to 4 at one point. But again, they would respond back and finish picking up the win. That's your Move of the Game, brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure. That'll wrap up our tournament coverage here. Monday, I'll be back on the air as I head out to Berthold. Girls basketball coming your way. Division B girls basketball. Velva at Berthold girls. I'll have for you on Monday from Berthold. That will be my last PSP broadcast for this month, and then off until January again when we hit it hard. And let's see, I think, if I remember on our schedule for the Division AB that I'm kind of helping to take care of here, we had 12 games on the schedule for December, And there's a total of 42 or 43 regular seasons. So that would mean January into early February, we got about 30 games, Division A and B coming your way, plus all the other stuff on the network. So it's going to be fun. And it helps us keep sane and get through winter, right?
Yeah, I know, and I know I'll be joining you for a few of those here in January. So looking forward to working with you again. So we're gonna have some fun here in January and February.
Big thanks, Corey McIver, again, head coach of the South Prairie Max girls, for help coming along doing analysis today. Chad Olson, spectacular job on camera as always. I'm Jonas Nelson, thanking you for joining us here at this final day of the Our Redeemers tournament. Congratulations to the Cougars, champions here in 2025.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Breathe in. I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There are some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome.